Ladies and gentlemen, we back again. Welcome back to Suited and Booted. I'm your host, Jarogba. To my left, we have...
Hello. It's Chris and Mari.
To my right, we have...
Number 10.
And we got the whole gang here today, man. To his right, we have...
CFO, GD.
And to his right, but really bend around, pause, we have...
It's Noor. I'm back.
It's Noor. Hey. Everyone has been requesting Noor, so we dragged him out here on a Sunday, and he's back.
Shout out
It's God's Day as well.
I'm looking forward to Noor's influence today on the pod, as per.
We'll see how we go.
Noor's influence is usually just shooting me down.
Yeah, which is why I'm really looking forward
Yeah, so I got to be careful today, huh? Got to be careful. How are we?
I'm good.
You're good? That's great.
Lacking sleep.
Good, man.
Lacking sleep, why?
Fair question, though. Fair question.
Why did you ask it like that, though?
He's
Lacking
in a
sleep,
silly mood
why?
today. He's in a silly mood.
three
Why?
coffees.
Because without going into my personal life too much, can't sleep late and have to wake up early.
Okay.
Can't sleep early and have to wake up early.
All right, follow-up question. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Blink twice.
Yeah, blink twice, bro. What the fuck?
Let's do something. Why don't we ban you from the group chat from 11 p.m. onwards?
That's not the issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you hit.
Sounds like your issue.
No, I'm just saying for his help. He hits the group chat at 12 p.m. with 7 ideas.
Yeah, but he's...
So
are
maybe
you a nighttime, like, functioner?
Yeah, he's a thinker.
I am, yeah.
What about you? You're... Actually, Gav, I already know the answer. What time? Tell people
This
what time
cunt
you're
could
up.
sleep on a washing
I'm
line.
24/7. I'm always up.
But, like, how long do you sleep?
Fuck. These days, 6 to 7 hours at best.
Yeah, that's a good sleep.
That's healthy.
That would kill me.
I'm like
What do you sleep?
9 minimum.
Minimum?
Have
What's
to.
maximum?
Maximum? Actually, take that back. 8 minimum, 10 maximum.
Like,
Okay.
my ideal situation, I would love to just now be up until like 4 or 5 a.m. But I can't in Western society time because I'll feel fucked through
I
the working
genuinely, I
Man, you play
honestly
3:30.
wish I could never sleep.
Well, I actually last night tried to watch the Arsenal game. I tried to watch the Arsenal game. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Fucking ended up watching me.
Oh, I ended up watching you. Oh, okay.
Hypothetical.
The game watched me.
Oh, okay.
Hypothetical on Rash's question. Comment about never wanting to sleep. Would you rather never ever have to sleep again or never ever have to eat again?
I love eating, bro.
Bro.
Nah, sleep, man. I hate
reckon-
sleeping, bro.
I reckon if you call Rashid almost at any hour of the day, what are you doing, man? I'm just cooking. I'm just making some food.
some
Just making some food. Bro. You hear a fucking fry pan like in the background. You're like, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
To be
I
fair,
couldn't-
he eats 3 dishes
And can I
on
ask
repeat.
you both? Can you both name what Rashid would eat the most that he cooks?
Sushi.
No,
That he
that he
cooks.
cooks.
Yeah, like, do you know what?
It's always like a fucking stir fry.
Yeah.
Noodles or some shit.
Yeah.
bro. It's straight. It's been for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's been rice.
Yeah.
With some form of meat,
Chicken.
and like a similar concoction, and then it will have some affinity with maybe a certain sauce or a hot sauce. Like for when we were younger, it was Tabasco.
Yeah, Tabasco.
So Tabasco would drown. It would drown.
Look how proud he looks.
I love-
It's because you can easily track the macros that way.
Yeah, and I love just mash, bro. If someone asks me what's my favorite type of food, I just
Mashed
say
potato?
mash. No, like just stuff just chucked in.
Oh, like mixed veggies.
Just mixed.
So
man.
are
Boom,
you
boom.
like a flavorful person when you eat?
Yeah, bro.
Are you a flavorful person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, do you rather like an Italian, basic flavors, or a lot?
No, flavor. Asian. Asian. Thai.
What's
Favorite
the
food, go Jerome.
What cuisine?
Yeah.
It's a toss-up between Greek, Afghan, and...
Hold on, bro. You get one.
That's
what
ask?
the favorite means.
Can I ask you? Can I ask a slightly
It's a mash.
Can I ask a question that's just off that? Is what's everyone's favorite like cheap staple meal at home? Like your go-to?
Oh, struggle meal.
Like, yeah, it can be a struggle meal, or it's just like, but it's satisfying.
Mine's
But you might need coins to be able to make it.
I'll tell you.
Mine's raisin bread with butter and peanut butter.
Ah, just healthy.
Okay, okay.
Mine's 100% mi goreng,
Yep.
and
Are you still eating that?
yeah, bro.
What's wrong with that?
Bro.
Rash's gonna
I've
kick him off the pod.
upgraded how I make it too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
throw
like
an
fucking.
egg and-
I'm getting a I'm
Yeah.
TikTok, bro. I've
He
changed
put
my life.
chives on it.
Like the noodles are not the base of the meal anymore. There's all concoction of
Now I
shit.
hope we don't get sued for this, but I genuinely think mee goreng is the most unhealthy food you can possibly eat.
And he was the
More
one that
than
got me onto it.
McDonald's, anything, KFC.
Come on.
But it tastes great. It tastes great. It's so good.
I've never
We're
had
talking
it.
packeted mee goreng, huh? Not just like from a restaurant or something.
Hey, my mee goreng lovers out there will know what I'm talking
I've
about.
never had
Shit
mee
slaps.
goreng.
He's never had mee goreng. He's also never had Indian cuisine.
Really?
Now hold
I
on.
love a dirty
You can
butter
interpret
chicken.
that a few ways.
Well, okay, he's never had Indian food.
Which way were you insinuating?
I've never had Indian food. Now,
Right.
no, actually, that's a lie. I have, but I've never gone to an Indian restaurant.
I love Indian.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
Where
I've
did
had
you eat
Indian
it?
food.
Where did you eat
Like-
it?
You
My
eat it?
auntie, who married an Indian guy, she cooked it, so it's half authentic.
I can hear what's coming out of your mouth
Do you
already.
remember when we went? Did we go to Argentina and I had Indian the night before?
Bro, hold on. Yeah, we need to address this, and the people at home need to know this. Before we took a 24-hour flight,
So,
Oh my
this
god.
guy decided to eat the spiciest Indian food in the world, bro. And you know how sorry, can I say this? Where, you know,
Too
when he
late now.
farts
yeah.
and you ask him and you go, no, seriously, bro, did you fart? And he goes, no, I'm serious, man.
That's
It
his
wasn't
pet.
me.
That's his pet hate, bro.
And
he
it
loves
is him.
investigating who it is.
And it
always-
is him.
always him, yeah.
Why don't you own it?
And he did that the whole flight.
Because like, you know when like you're in and around like a plane and no one's gonna know who it is because there's so many people. It's like when you're at a nightclub.
Were you getting
You know when
angrier
you're
and
at a
angrier?
nightclub? Wait, you know when you're at a nightclub and you just rip one and like, fuck, no one's gonna know. Fuck it.
Oh, bro.
Remember
What
when
we did
he?
in school?
Remember when you said to him, "Hey, Gavin, that food's off," and he goes, "I'll eat it," and then he got food poisoning.
Remember when you guys talked about football?
To be honest, wait, what is the date? I want to know because I feel like people are on my bandwagon where if it's 1-2 days, you still eat it.
No,
Best
man.
before and due date is different. First of all, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know
Best
that until
before
about a year ago.
Is like for popcorn, where it's like it might taste a bit stale, but you'll be fine. Due date. The other day I had off milk. I had 2 sips,
Goodness.
and I was like, I was losing my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get sick?
No, like I felt sick for like 6 hours, and then it sort of just went
Hey,
away.
what were both your cheap staples?
Oh, mine's like a what would I say? Like the shittest hamburger you can ever think of.
Oh, so you get the fry pan out and stuff and make sure.
Yeah, so like tip top sliced bread,
Yep.
plastic cheese,
Yep.
whatever mince we have,
Yeah.
and tomato sauce. That's it.
Like a cheeseburger in
Like a
in bread.
cheeseburger in bread. Yeah, it's fucking.
That's not bad.
It's nice though.
That's not bad. I like that. It's a good answer.
What about you, man? Oh no, you don't eat that.
I swear I can't think of.
But your
doing
staple
that.
is your stir fry.
I eat a meal, bro.
Yeah.
No. We're talking like when you were
What's the
16 and there's like
Oh, it's different. Yeah.
nothing in the house, cuz I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah.
wheat bix with cordial.
Oh, cereal, man.
Yeah,
like
cereal.
EPL and eating cereal
Yeah.
at like 3 a.m.
You know his old house where they used to live. I don't know why they did this, but their lounge room was at the front of the house, and they'd always leave the curtain. It'd be 3/4 closed, and there was one chair. Like the best chair in their house was at the back of the wall, and it's like they purposely did it so they could see out the house. So you could drive past their like house at night and always see his or Salim's head.
Is this a house?
No, not now.
No, not now.
Family
Back in the
home.
old, but like you would always know, and you could drive past any time of night, and someone's head would be there.
Just going back, I don't know how this conversation even went, but where did it start from? Was it football?
This conversation?
Yeah.
I think you said, how am I? And I said, I'm lacking sleep.
Yeah, and then you said, what if there was one superpower, whatever it was? fucking
Oh,
sleep,
yeah, not
right?
sleeping.
Not
Yeah,
sleeping.
yeah,
I always thought, imagine how different football would be if there was no pain in the game. Like you would
no
always
physical pain.
both. So you'd never have injuries and you'd never feel a tackle. How different football would be.
Yeah.
It'd be rugby.
Gav, I got a question. Why are you dressed like a healer that scams people?
Oh, he's found himself.
Because when we had to come here,
Yeah.
I was getting ready. I said, "Hey Siri, what's the weather today?"
Yeah.
And it said 21 partly cloudy, a bit windy, and I said, it's this weather. It felt like this was the dress.
So you ask Siri what the weather is, and then that correlates to what you wear.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of what Carl said about Italians getting dressed nice just to go for a walk and stuff. Like, hey,
Yeah,
Passeggiata.
passar.
Passeggiata, yeah.
passeggiata.
Yeah, passeggiata.
That video did well, Shout out Italy.
Well, man, shout out Italia.
We're coming
We're coming.
for ya.
We're coming for you. Anyway, let's just get into some soccer.
Soccer.
Football, soccer.
The MLS has a new professional league.
Oh, dope.
Yep.
Dope.
Second professional league. Do you see that
It's
article?
It's got the 18.
I really don't want to go to the US, but I have to.
For the World Cup?
Yeah.
We're going.
No,
Hold
we've
on. Have
already
you guys
just-
seen the prices for these tickets? They're Super Bowl prices, and they're for group stages that nobody knows what
what
the
Super
games
Bowl
are yet.
prices?
Are they out?
It's like to get to the Super Bowl is a minimum of like $4,000 for the worst seats.
You know what?
The World Cup.
This is just gonna add to his point.
I'll find the screenshot. I'll give it to you. Throw it into the episode. Like group stages tickets are out now. Apparently,
teams
And
haven't even
Yeah,
qualified.
and we don't know who's playing yet. And the tickets for like the section like 6,000, 2.5, 3K. And it's just like
But you don't know which team's going to be playing.
You know what I was thinking about? You know how we do junior street football, right? That's 80 kids. Absolute nightmare to organise. So hard. Months, blah, this, that, moving parts. I thought, imagine organising a World
Cup.
Cup.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what do you, for you, right? One, what was the best World Cup? And what makes a good World
Have we
Cup
had
is
this
the
convo?
second question. No, I don't think so. I've never had this
That
conversation.
rings a bell,
with you.
but I don't know if we
All right,
have.
we'll do it quickly
Best World Cup
because I
for
feel
you.
like we have. My favorite World Cup was.
Well, we got to think because we're talking from like what 98 onwards because that's all we remember.
I started watching 06.
2002?
I started watching 06. Before that,
I would say the choice in our lifetime would have to be after 06 as well.
Yeah, I would
Anyway,
say
so-
Qatar.
Really?
Football wise, it was
fairy tale.
unbelievable. Qatar was unbelievable.
That's
Vibes,
a very interesting choice.
vibes. Germany 06. Everything was fucking classic.
Interesting.
Yeah, Australia like golden generation, like
Even
the ball.
Philip Lahm's opening goal.
Yeah,
I don't know why
all
that's
that.
ingrained in my mind.
Yeah.
Is that the strongest squads, 06?
Yeah, man, it felt like everyone was on top. Like seriously.
Or you would know better. You've got a better memory. 20,
I reckon
2002
Italy,
or
England.
2006?
For
Strong squads, individual players.
Probably 06. Had more teams at their
At their peak.
Was
yeah.
Ballack still playing for Germany?
Yeah, captain.
That's the one he got injured. Oh, no, red card.
And he scored like the
Yeah, 06, I believe.
like half volley. I remember that.
The only team that was like primed in the peak would probably in 02 would have been France and Brazil.
Yeah.
France would like they won the Euros. They won the World Cup, then they won the Euros, and then they went to 02 and they got knocked out by Senegal.
I
or
don't
something.
care what anyone says, bro. 2010 was a shambles.
See,
But-
I think
but
from a
my
viewer
favorite-
point of view,
From vibes, it's probably the one that I'm like, I would have loved to be there.
Wait,
Like
2010 is South Africa?
Yeah, the
Nah,
Vuvuzelas or
my
whatever.
favourite
but
was
I loved it, bro.
The whole game.
14.
Yeah.
I'm with Gav.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So did the Vuvuzelas ruin the whole tournament for you?
The ball, the vuvuzelas, the quality of football,
Hey,
like it was just
if we
shit.
pull up, if there is a clip, right? I watched this the other day when I was streaming, bro. Diego Forlan's goals at the 20, bro. He hit an instep free kick with his right foot, and the ball went the other way.
I could have done that with the Jabulani.
But like he didn't mean to do that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He scored 4 goals that were like FIFA goals because the ball was changing ways.
So Diego Forlan spent a month with the Jabulani before the World Cup.
Yeah.
Just so he would like capture the essence of how to strike this ball better than anyone else.
Oh
And
my God.
And it paid off at that World
He
Cup.
fucking
ended
nailed
up
it,
winning
bro.
What a
Player of
World
the
Cup.
tournament, didn't he?
I don't know. It might have been Golden Boot
Yeah.
or close to. He scored 5
But then
assists.
to summarise, what makes a good World Cup?
Are we talking about individual Turkey or individual tournament?
Gav wants it in Turkey.
No, individual people. Like your experience with yours.
What's he? I don't even understand what he means.
I nearly
He wants
died
the
when I was
tournament-
in Turkey, by the way.
What are you talking about Turkey for?
All right, never mind.
His head.
Okay, so
Oh,
Gav,
okay.
repeat
Individual
that.
people.
Uh-huh.
So like,
Individual
is it your
people.
experience about what?
I mean, yeah. For a fan. For a fan, what makes
Okay.
the World Cup good?
Is this for all around the world or the fans there?
I'm just thinking, like, if I'm designing a tournament, what makes it the best?
Do you know why Qatar was good?
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Because you can't control the outcome of what happens on the pitch
Yeah,
of the quality of football.
You-
So as a tournament,
Qatar was cool because all the stadiums were within driving distance. I think that's cool.
It's such a small nation.
That's
yeah,
smart.
I think that's cool. The fact that you can see 2 games in 2 different cities in a day is amazing. They had no crowd trouble whatsoever. Now, obviously, there was an alcohol ban, but still, no crowd trouble. They had arguably the best story in World Cup history happen.
I think it's the best football match of all time in terms of
Probably.
in terms of
they
it
also-
being a final and
I think as
3-3.
sporting,
They also
I can't
had
think of a better
bunch of
sporting event
inhumane
match.
stuff happen
That's
leading
very
into the
true.
World
but
Cup.
so did Brazil.
Did
Did Brazil too?
Brazil was
Yeah,
horrible.
Man, they're like-
yes, but the scale to which like Qatar was inhumane is something else. I mean, as someone who grew up there, during the period
it's
when
not-
they
You
were
know,
built-
you know more than me.
when they
It
were
was
building
bad,
the stadium,
right?
like forget the stadiums, just general construction. Like it would be like it sounds so ridiculous to even say. It's like you'd hear, oh, this building's being built and one of the walls just collapsed and 10 workers died. Oh, just bring in another 10 from Bangladesh. It's just like that.
Yeah.
It's,
I
it's
remember.
horrendous.
I remember Brazilians I knew personally were like not going to watch the World Cup. They were boycotting it. They're like, they've.
Really?
Yeah, I think the problem is if you don't have the infrastructure there, everything's going to be rushed and then it's going to be unsafe. That's what's going to happen. They didn't need to build stadiums in Germany. Like most of them were there.
But hold on, it's a bit rich by the Brazilians. Brazil wasn't that the biggest issues with that type of stuff, the political stuff that was going on of not wanting the World Cup to go there and all the people that are losing their homes and
Yeah, that's what I'm
being
saying.
displaced and stuff because of it.
Yeah,
Like,
Brazil was an
the
issue.
worst.
Brazil,
wasn't it?
for me, obviously you heard stuff about Qatar. It was horrible. But Brazil definitely was up there as well in terms of.
There you go.
Oh, you're saying the Brazilians were boycotting the Brazilian World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
thought you were talking about boycotting the Qatar World Cup. I'm like, why were they
Oh,
doing
yeah,
that?
so they sound like hypocrites.
Russia
No,
was
no,
actually a good World Cup too.
Russia was good.
So I feel like Russia was great for the football,
Yeah.
not the World Cup. Be like in attendance.
People though, maybe attendance, but people that I know went said it was unbelievable.
Yeah, my cousin
Said like
boyfriend
Russia,
went.
was like because there people were a bit like umming and ahhing around what that would be
Russia,
like.
yeah.
But
Well-
it hit.
Before the tournament, there was a lot of scared fans because some Russian hooligans were putting out videos saying we're going to smash you all and don't come to Russia and blah, 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 blah. But it ended up being really fine. It ended up being no issues because the Russian authorities would have been like, listen, they would have said this to the police and stuff. If you fuck this
Do
for
the
us,
accent. Do the accent.
I can't do a Russian accent, bro. He said, if you fuck this for us, there will be hell to pay. And we'll go back to the Soviet Union. So
Yeah.
make sure everything's tip top, and it was. But yeah, I think in short, my favourite was Qatar and then Germany, I'd say.
Germany is.
Germany was just, man, you
I
look
feel like I just remember so many of the goals as well.
the goals, the kits, the boots, the ball. Man,
Was 2006 El Hadji Diouf?
No, it too.
Was it?
that was
When they
yeah.
knocked out France. Oh, they beat France.
Yep.
Yeah.
O2 had, O2 was sick.
And then I
That
think
was mad.
Al Hadji Diouf got signed to Liverpool from that tournament.
Yeah, because 05 and all that.
You were obsessed with him, remember?
See your guy.
Yeah.
At that time, man, I was, 10?
Yeah. You still like
10-year-old Al Hadji.
Al Hadji Diouf, yeah, it was.
Well, there's not many characters like that left.
JJ Okocha too.
I was Mark Bresh.
Mark Bresh.
Yeah?
You know, the 2002 World Cup is my first memories of life. Like, because I was 5 years old.
Of life?
Yeah. So I was 5
Fuck,
years
so
old.
you didn't even have a brain up until then.
So my like the earliest memory that I have
Is that?
is, you know, when Ronaldo in the finals, Ronaldo's second goal when he steps to the side and then slots it in.
Yep.
I think that's the first memory I have in my life.
That is crazy,
I don't know if
bro.
I was 5. Like, as in, what memories do you have
That's
before
like that's
5?
where you've got clear clarity.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm like, oh, I remember this.
You don't remember anything before 5?
I don't. I
don't.
I remember
I-
eating sand at my birthday when I was 4, and that's probably it.
Eating.
I was at the beach.
Jerome remembers,
He said that's any
Jerome
better.
remembers shitting on his dad's head.
That was my brother.
That's brother.
Sorry.
Yeah.
How crazy is to think about
There's
that,
a
though,
racist joke within your sand thing, by the way, but
Yeah,
we'll move
well-
on from that.
that you don't remember anything of those early ages.
Like,
What's your earliest memory, Gavin?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Well,
When I
think
was
of
12? Nah, James. I don't know. Can't say.
Why is that believable for you?
When I was 12. All right, let's stop
one.
bullshitting.
Yeah.
Rash,
That's a big intro.
you have a pick of the litter. So you can choose what we speak about
Before we
first, 'cause
start with,
you
I
have
do
the
want to
topics.
ask actually about Noor growing up in Qatar because I was doing a bit of research. There was a
So we'll
big
go back to this.
article that came up recently about Australia should remodel their curriculum and philosophy and methodology of Japan's new tiki-taka technique-heavy philosophy for developing youth.
Okay.
I was looking into the research. First of all, I'll say it off the cuff. Japan hasn't been that successful. So we'll start with that.
In what sense, though?
They're the best Asian nation by far.
Everyone says that. The facts
Hold
different.
on. I'm gonna be strict here. Can you explain, before we get into that, can you explain what exactly is this that you're talking about?
Okay.
Yeah. Go into that first and then we'll get into
all right. So
more context.
there's
I disagree also with whatever you're saying.
with whatever I'm saying.
Explain the context of the conversation.
Sorry.
Explain the context of the
We'll
conversation.
get- yeah,
and then
okay.
explain why or
Yeah,
how
yeah.
Japan's not the best.
Okay.
I want you to fight.
So, a pretty popular article came up 3 or 4 days ago. I don't know when it came out, but I've been sent it multiple times by different people, so I assume it's doing the rounds. Of basically a person looking into the development of Japan's leagues, individuals, and nations, and saying Japan is the strongest Asian league, and they've made massive strides in football over the last 20, 30 years or whatever, that Australia should remodel its curriculum to copy and take some of the structures out of Japan's curriculum,
Okay.
right?
So yeah, give us the key points of that one.
Key points of what? I was going to ask a question before going
go
into
for
the
it, go
key
for it.
points.
Yeah.
In my research, Qatar is doing very well.
Yep.
What are they doing?
So Qatar it's very complicated with rich, small population nations. So when I was playing football there was 2 academies, right? And one was, there's a lot of expatriates, right? Or if they were poor people going there, we would call them immigrants, but
yeah.
because they're rich going there, they're expatriates.
Expats.
Regardless. So there's one academy that was all the expats would go to that. So that's what one I went to. There was another one called Aspire, which is very, very famous around the world.
It's where Tim Cahill.
It's basically the
Tim
Middle
Cahill's there.
East's Clairefontaine at this point, right?
Right.
But you can only play there if you're Qatari, right? So
Oh.
like every year, the cohort that like graduates pretty much becomes the national team, right? Like all the national team came out of Aspire. So most of the guys that are national
Wow.
team now were my age group.
Except for those random Brazilians.
Yeah. Okay. No. So this is what happens with Qatar. What they do is they're like, we really like we need the strong players, we need the whatever, we need the blah blah. And it's like, we like you. How do you feel about a citizenship? And so I don't know how to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it's a little.
I don't know how much. Now, the other thing that they do because they've got so much money is, let's bring the very finest coaches. Let's bring the very finest health staff. Let's bring the very finest everything.
Finest
and so they're
health staff.
almost buying Eva Carnera.
Yeah.
They're basically buying their way into, or I don't want to say buying their way. They're taking advantage of the resources that they have because of how wealthy their nation is to create the best possible thing, right? And so now it's gotten to the point where they can do it through youth systems, right? And so it seems a little bit more natural. But take it 15 years ago when I was living there, they were just getting like basically guys that would never make it into the Uruguay national team or the Brazil national team and being like, just play for our full men's team straight away. Now it's just in the youth systems.
Okay.
Is football good there? It is good. It like people love football. There's a real passion for it. But I don't know how good the average person is versus, I mean, if you take most less well-off Middle Eastern nations, so I'd say not even just because I'm from there, but like Iraq, like I'd say the average kid playing on the street is better than the average kid playing on the street in Qatar.
Right.
But there's just no resources for it at all, right? So that's where I'm like, Qatar, I don't know. Japan, I can see how such a structured nation develops structured football and like puts processes in place and whatnot from within internally.
Yeah.
Right? Qatar, I don't know how to fully answer that for you because I'm like, money just plays such a big role in their success.
Well, I mean, fascinating to the Japan point because, it's not just this article. I've seen quite a few things recently talking about Japan and how amazing they are. And even over the years, I've heard people say Japan's the strongest league in Asia and this and that, right? Now, I'll caveat, but I've never played in Japan. So, granted, I don't actually know. But by stats, Korea is stronger than Japan.
So here, I've just found FIFA ranking as of today. Japan number 1, number 2, Iran in Asia, number 3, Korea, South Korea, number 4, Australia, number 5, Qatar. That's as of today.
Okay,
ranking wise.
but by actual success,
You're talking of national football or the leagues?
both things, right? So
Because I don't think they're always like take Croatia. Croatia is a football powerhouse as a national team. No one's watching the Croatian league. Like no one cares.
yes, yeah, okay, yeah. But I'm taking both
Yeah.
things. I'm taking both things. Now,
You mean worldwide?
I mean, like as in, would you rather play in the A League or the Croatian league?
Croatian League.
Ooh,
100%.
question.
I get to play Champions League. I get to be noticed by
That's a
European
fair
clubs.
point. That's a fair point. Yeah.
Because the top clubs in Croatia are big teams.
I get
Dinamo
your overall
Zagreb.
point though. Like you're saying, the Croatian league, it's not like for the level of football
For
they
how
played
good the
international.
national team is?
Yeah, but then you
know,
could say that with some other countries.
With most countries, to be fair. Yeah.
So, Rash,
Yeah.
you think that basically your overarching point is that you think that Japan get too much praise.
yeah. Well, no, there's a few things. There's a few points. So first, I
Well,
actually
are
can't
you
find
d-
this thing now, but I said it the other day in the group, and
Korea's won more
Korea's won
AFC,
more AFC
championships.
championships.
Yep.
More Asian games.
Been to more World Cups, did you say?
Finished higher in the higher finish in the World Cup than Japan.
Oh well.
There was a few other things. I think the only thing that Japan has over Korea is more Asian Cups. I think they have 4 and Korea have 2.
This might be very nitpicky and not related to the football per se, but potentially one of the only things that Japan also has more is superstars.
Well, then hold on. So this is the next point, right? Because this is what I said in the group. Even by individual players, who's the best 2 Asian players in history of Asian footballers? Son?
Ali Dai,
And
the Iranian guy, top scorer international football all time until Ronaldo.
Yeah, but come on,
No,
bro.
Yeah, fair.
I know where he's going.
I
here.
would say
He
I don't
played
know,
for my team.
Nakamura. Oh, Ji Sung.
That's it. You're trying to go for Park.
It's got to be those 2. By titles and by success, Park Ji-sung.
Yeah.
And by ability and quality is surely Son. So there's 2 Koreans,
So what's
right?
the reason they're saying Japan is the best?
Okay,
though?
so I mean rankings. I don't know all the
So at
stats
the
of
moment,
like totally everything that they've won and what like games, what they've done and this and that. I don't know. But even if you look at Asian Cups, Australia has won an Asian Cup more recently than Japan.
You could be right in that Japan might just have really good marketing in our minds about how good of a
Yeah,
football
I
nation
don't,
they are.
I don't know.
Like,
Australia's
they're
won
saying
an
it.
Asian Cup more recently than
Well, I think
Japan.
well, the only reason why
how
I'm not-
FIFA does the ranking.
It's a pretty.
No, it's not the rank. I don't think it's just purely based on the ranking, Gav. Because Gav's talking about the rankings, which plays a part.
The ranking, because who knows how they? Yeah, you're like who knows how they do
current
that?
form. Though.
He's talking about the whole system. But
I'm talking about everything.
this could be wrong. I don't know this, right? Because I haven't read the article. But I believe that the pyramid in Japan is, I'm not going to say flawless, but I believe it's a very good pyramid. Like, have you seen those university games?
Yeah, agreed. The infrastructure.
Yeah, the
and
infrastructure,
100%.
like-
but they're talking about how they're training.
Oh,
They're talking about style. They're talking about style of
Stylistically.
play, stylistically.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Japan has been so successful, so they must be doing something right. I don't think Japan's been that successful. For example, in the last World Cup, who knocked out Japan,
I don't remember.
and in what round?
I don't remember.
But like
Wasn't
going back to this,
Chile or something?
why are we
Hold on,
as Aussies
hold on.
looking at Japan?
Who knocked out Japan?
oh,
in the
wait,
World
was
Cup?
it an African country?
Croatia?
Yeah, them. African
Round of
country.
16. Who knocked out Australia?
Argentina.
Round of 16. Where did Argentina finish?
They won it, I think.
Where did Croatia finish?
Yeah, but Croatia
Okay.
made the World Cup final. Like
Yeah, I'm not
before
saying
that.
Croatia's a bad team, but you're saying that we're going to base our curriculum off Japan,
No, I agree
who
with
finished in the round of 16 and got knocked out by Croatia, when we finished in the round of 16 and got knocked out by the winners of the title.
Okay, so are they looking
What?
at this because of distance, because how far it is? It's closer to Australia? Because realistically, why wouldn't you all look at... I don't
No,
know.
because
Brazil.
the article,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
what
No,
the
'cause
article
it's about
said,
Asia.
what the article said was before we based our system around the Dutch philosophy. Jake was a big part of that. Being at the AIS, it was massive, right? The Dutch philosophy. Now they're going, let's go Japan. My thing is, why don't we stop focusing on other people, bro? And why don't we just create our own thing?
What is our
Well, because
What the fuck?
well, I guess haven't we tried?
I don't
They
think
didn't
we
give
have.
hands a
No, we've
chance.
done it. We've done exactly. We've done Dutch for how long? And now we go, oh yeah, all right. Now let's go to Japan.
But no, like we had Australian coaches through the like 80s and 90s through like pivotal parts. I think the Dutch
yeah, I
was
don't
the
know the
Dutch.
history.
The
I don't
Dutch,
know-
the
to be
Dutch
fair, I don't know
trend
history.
came in Australia because of Gus Hiddink.
Yeah.
It's my feeling. Like Gus came and changed the whole point of view on like football.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
but the Dutch
I know.
thing took over football globally.
But also, like you think the Dutch influence is Barcelona. It's in Spain.
That is, by the way, the most underwhelming
So they
national
technically,
team of all time.
you almost can't fault the thinking because it's like
Netherlands.
the
Netherlands.
best, some of the best players and the best team and the best systems
Unreal.
influenced by Cruyff,
Yeah.
and it's all filtered
Yep.
down to everyone. So that's part
But
of
is that true though?
It's
100%
a
true.
1,000,000% true.
What? Who's won the most World Cups?
Brazil.
Okay, they're influenced by the Dutch.
No, I'm not. That's not my point though. I'm not
hold on,
saying.
hold on,
I'm not
So
saying
the
it's wrong.
majority.
Let me cut
But
in
then
here.
you could go Barcelona, who's won like the most trophies.
Let me cut in here, Rash.
No, we're talking about.
Brazilians, right, have always been known for their individual brilliance. You never looked, play a Brazilian system. It was never that. Total football, though, everyone knows that's Dutch. Like, in terms of like the moving pieces and the passing and the possession, it's all Dutch. So, yes, their national team.
And also, Brazil won 3 World Cups in the 60s and 70s.
yeah, when I could have won a World Cup.
And to be fair, like if you take,
Unfair. But like, do you know what I mean, bro? Like,
like if you take their last 20 years, it's not that exciting. Brazil's last 20 years.
But even individual players,
Individual players. Unreal. They're always
then-
gonna
Because
have
I'm
this.
talking more like, to be fair, I'm talking more about developing players.
Developing
Though I'm
players,
more
yeah.
concerned with developing players.
I'm not saying your point of view is wrong, but 2 things that I would say to that is, I played the Japan national team like twice, and as a whole, like their 11 versus our 11, despite us being, we actually got beaten once 5-0 by them. Crazy. But their 11 versus our 11, if we had to do the same drills as them technically, as a whole, their portion of players were way further technically.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like we had some individuals that were on their level, if not above. But overall, like they were robotically perfect.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. This is why I have my whiteboard and pen, right?
Righty.
Because I want to do this right. If we have the individual down here, right? Individual is down here, and this is the result. This is the result of a system, right?
Right.
That starts up here and ends down here.
Wait, hold on.
why have you just
Not-
drawn a stick figure?
Hold on, Rash.
He hasn't studied his
Are
career
you
yet.
saying that all individuals are from a system?
They come out of a style of football that the culture puts on them.
Maybe, yeah.
Right?
The culture, yeah.
So if we say, from here, we'll say style of play of the nation, let's say, or
Yeah.
style of play of the
Yeah.
development systems. So style of play we put here, right? Above that, now this.
Into the
Sorry,
microphone.
I'm drawing the arrow the wrong way. Actually,
Whilst you do this,
Yeah,
just
can I
quickly,
just say
my other comment. Sorry, Gav, you can
Okay.
go ahead and say. It's just, I think, and there's obviously not data to this because obviously South Korea have some top players, but it feels like Japan have more players playing in the best leagues in the world, right?
They do.
right now,
It's not just that. I think
So
they-
that
probably-
is that not the?
I think they've also sent out a lot of youngsters to go into Europe's academies right now. Like,
But
says
they
a lot
also
too.
like a lot of them come through some of these places young because they go and get them.
Yep.
okay. So we have style of play, right? That sits above the individual, that comes out of it, right? Now, would we say that the football culture of the nation affects the style of play?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
What, you would say it doesn't?
I think there's
The football
I mean,
culture, in the, like
take
the-
Brazil
of
for
course.
example. It's like if you come and you samba and this and that, they're gonna love you, and so it's like you naturally that
Well, it grows onto
influence
you.
makes you go, I have to play this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending where
But
you
some
are.
some countries you just look at them and think you don't even have
Well,
an identity.
okay,
But
I
what
give an
this is
example,
my point.
right?
Like, does you don't think this comes from the football culture?
Hold on.
So,
you give an
yeah,
So,
example.
for example, every player that you've played with that's from South Korea, from Japan, they're all relatively the same. Very respectful, very
Technical.
technical. They play the same way. They're not going to talk much. They're just going to do the job, and that's it.
No, he's right.
Right?
But yeah, we're going
That's
to
what
get
you're
to this.
saying
Yes.
is from
So hold on,
their
but hold on.
foundation of where they come from also reflects their style of play.
I'm talking about the football culture.
Not
So
like-
what
not
is the
like-
football
not
culture
like-
of Argentina?
He's talking on-field
Cheaters.
culture.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's also.
But you're saying the off-field impacts the on-field.
But what is the football
Yeah,
culture
balls.
of? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We know what the style of a country's football style is, right?
Yeah.
So
For
we
the
say-
big nations, at least.
yeah, football culture.
Yeah, for the big nations, for sure.
So then, what influences this?
Society.
Societal culture,
Yeah.
right? So societal culture sits above football culture, right? You don't.
Yes.
The football culture doesn't influence the societal culture. It does in some
Depends. Yeah,
countries
but not
because
in
it's so
this-
popular,
not in
but
this context.
normally it's the other way down,
Yeah, not in
right?
this context.
So let's say what influences
I
this?
know what he's about to do.
Economics, politics,
Yeah.
geographical location,
Yeah, well, yeah.
religion,
Yep.
nationality,
Yep.
food. All these things influence societal culture, right?
Yeah.
Then that influences football culture. This is style of play, and then you get the individual, right?
Yep.
We look at Japan, and they're doing it well because they look at exactly what you said. It's a very disciplined country.
Respect.
It's a very collectivist country. Okay, so it's a collectivist style of play, and that's how they develop their kids. Fair enough. We're not like that. We have a completely different culture, societal culture.
Correct.
That's completely correct, but they're saying that we should change it.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But
You
he's
can't
saying
take
is that
this.
how can you do that
You can't
where you-
take this to influence this.
Well, it's
so it's
like-
never going to work.
Yeah, but I feel like
Bro, in Australia, when your parents get old, you send them to a nursing home.
I'm not
They don't
fucking
live in your house with you and you look after them and everyone's close and we work together and it's a very individual culture. So you're not going to have a culture that's very different than Japan, which is very different than Argentina, which is very different than Brazil.
But what?
So then why do we base what we do, what our football culture is, off someone else's societal culture? It doesn't make any sense.
okay,
it's
so
kind of
what's-
like Johan Cruyff.
yeah,
with
why
Spain.
But because Catalans
They-
have always
they-
been hard working and shit, but then they've gone the Dutch
Then they play the silkiest style of play
Yeah.
and win a lot of trophies.
But when you think about it,
So it's like breaking the mold.
Like, not to get too philosophical here, but it's like that tiki-taka style thing. It's hard work. Yes, you're breaking the other team down, but that's actually hard
I think
work.
also
Yeah, it
that,
is.
that
It's
is
not
also
working class football.
That is also at
Yeah,
senior
it's not
football.
working class football.
That's also
That's a
at
good
senior
point.
That's a good
football,
point.
not youth. Like obviously, it would have been filtered down throughout Barcelona.
Rush makes a good point, but I will say then, if you're saying that we shouldn't adopt any, that's by the way, that is only stylistically. I believe the article does mention pyramids and league structures and
Yeah, of course. Everyone
All of
knows
that.
everyone knows that
Yeah.
Australia's fucked. with
So
that.
maybe
Yeah, of
maybe
course.
we don't have to take everything from Japan, right? But another point I want to bring up that is a little bit left, but I'm going to say it anyway, is Japan have very good PR. Okay? They were a part
Yeah.
of
This
they
is
were a
great.
part in 60, 70 years ago, they were a part of the axis of evil,
Yep.
right? Everyone fought against Germany, Japan, and Italy. Then, out of nowhere, it's become the country that everyone wants to travel to. Everyone's so respectful. They're
world's
never
sweetheart.
Well, the world's sweetheart. Everything is ha kawaii, right? Everything's peaceful, but like we don't have to take everything from them. They have good PR, so maybe that plays into the article. But on the football side of things, maybe we do say, okay, we're obviously not like you're not going to ever get an Australian team where they're quiet and keep to themselves and play as a collective. That's just not going to happen. But maybe we take how they structure their leagues, how they structure their youth. Like that doesn't necessarily have to do with society
It's
per
just
se.
processes.
But stylistically,
That's not how I understood the majority of that argument.
okay, that's fair enough.
And
Well,
the
I
majority
think-
of the idea, when Australia's always trying to adopt other countries' methodologies and other countries' styles, it always frustrates me because I'm like, why don't we create our own
Which would
that's
be
true
what?
to us, who we are as a nation?
which would be hardworking and physicality.
I think.
Yeah, like you look at Korea, right? They heavily military-based culture. So their players like hardworking, tackle, grind, boom. That's how they play.
But haven't we tried our style and it's been not that great?
Well, I don't know how much we have tried our style, to be honest. For the last, since I've been alive, it's been let's follow Dutch and try to do tiki-taka. That's what I've seen.
To be fair,
From what level, though? Like every level, every team? Are you talking national team here? Like
I'm
what?
talking the teams that are coached by the best coaches and the best institutes.
All right, let me
So
ask you straight.
I don't know if it's every. I went to River Plate Academy, so it's a bit different. But like VIS and AIS
I would
and
say
all
every
Young Socceroos
institute,
and all this stuff.
The academies, I don't know now, but I would say it's all dependent on what the coach thinks and what the club's philosophy is now. with the
Thank
A-League.
you. Great point. Because look at Man City compared to England.
Yeah. So like the way Western train and prepare their players might suit the way JAC's football right now versus Man City and what they're seeing as an overall City group
I think
philosophy.
from my perspective, being
Yeah, I
back,
probably
in,
agree.
point,
I
Jake.
agree with that, Jake.
Great
back in
point.
football, the one thing that is lacking the most in Australia overall, the whole nation, is tactically. Every Australian footballer, tactically, is bad.
Tactically.
Serious.
It depends, man.
I can't answer that.
Basic things.
What do you mean?
Covering space.
But
The
you're
right
talking
back.
about NPL players also.
I'm talking about A-League too. The game that we went to when we went to Unite round, Sydney Derby, yeah? The two centre-backs, one was left by himself, ball in behind, they scored, right? That's basic football. You should have, it's 2v1 at the back, you know? And he got left, he got 2v1 counted.
Yeah, but he also might have been in the right position 95% of the time. It just one
I see it-
mistake,
I see it
one,
week in,
one
week
error.
advantage of it, yeah.
Well,
I see
that's
it
what
week in,
happens at the
week
top
out.
level.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's not go in circles. If you were to pick a style that represents Australian society and culture and it's ours, what would it be?
Honestly, I would have to think. I haven't done that thinking.
Okay.
I haven't done that thinking. But I'd play a much more aggressive type of football. Much more direct, aggressive type of football. Competitive, aggressive, direct football.
Do you
That's how I that's how I see us as being at our
Gut
best.
runners. Isn't that the saying? Gut running.
Gut running is like such a AFL term, isn't it?
Yeah, but like...
How'd you go that last mate? I was gut running that
gut
last
running.
term.
Well, okay, can I ask you this?
Well,
an-
that's another thing, right?
s-
On that article, the one thing it said was in fucking whatever it is, commas, get rid of it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Which is such an Australian thing when you go watch football, right? And
When in doubt, kick
there's
it
so
out.
many, yeah, exactly. Yeah? There's so many times where I've even been watching football just now because I'm obviously back training. And growing up for me, whenever a ball went in behind or in Argentina, a defender would never kick the ball out. He would never, right? It would almost be illegal. He would much rather you control the ball, try and turn out, play your keeper, try and turn towards the line, play your left back. Where here I see it countless times. People with time just header it long.
Yeah,
People
but that's
with
just
time,
the,
not
that's the
really,
level
but-
you're
Okay,
watching.
going back to your point.
But it's more, they're safe. Like there's
Yeah, but
no risk in
you're,
the game.
You're looking at like state level here, bro.
But I still see it in the A-League. Bro.
Can-
I went the other day and I still saw it.
Going back to your point, I would argue that 90% of the top teams, the professional teams, try to play tiki-taka. Everyone wants to play out the back. Everyone wants to play a similar style. Maybe they've got different formations, but everyone wants to play out of the back. Everyone prioritizes passing, prioritizes keeping the possession. True, like I would say majority of the, quote, good coaches in our country do that.
This is the common argument in football now is Pep changed the game. He
Yeah.
changed how people view and play football so that number 10 who can do a Rabona and flick it around and megs people and come back and da-da-da is slightly eliminated. Or like, you know what I mean? If a centre-back's taking touches, he's taking touches because there's space in front of him and he's taking a player out to find a... Like, it's very kind of
Yes.
roboticized now.
Yes, I would
Is
agree
that a word, what I just said?
Yeah, it
Mr.
is.
Roboto.
Yeah, well done.
Roboticized.
That was a
Thanks,
good word.
guys. Take that one
So
down.
then it like takes me to this point, right? Because I put this post up the other day and got quite a few comments. What is more important, playing well or winning?
Winning.
But then comes back to the point: as a national team, have we not won enough for where
I
football's
think
been at?
we've done pretty well.
That's what-
I
so-
agree. I think we've done pretty well.
So when it comes to this view of change, I'm like,
And I think we're
where
actually
do we
getting
need
better.
to change?
Yeah, I agree. I kind of agree with you on that.
Like,
I do agree with you on that.
for the way we just started a brand new league 20 years ago, and to have gone to every World Cup with really yes, we had the VIS and AIS and NSWIS and all that stuff, which was there. We ripped that out, So this academy process for the next Socceroos hasn't been seen yet. So when they change that, obviously I get it. But at the same time, it was working because we went to all these World Cups and we hadn't gone to them for like 70 years, which we've spoken about plenty of times. But if it's about winning, we're doing it all right.
I think we'll move on, unless you guys have any more on that.
It's Korea. Do you have a view on that?
My view is that again, I haven't read the article, but base level thoughts here from me, dumbass level thoughts here, is that the exportation of Japanese players currently is so good. Like, they're littered through the top leagues in the world, probably more so than any other Asian country. Now, whether that says we should copy their system or not, that's a different story. But like,
Who's their best player?
Japan's best player,
Kubo, Endo.
you got like, look at Matoma.
Matoma, bro.
Okay.
Oh
For
yeah,
right
wow.
Where is Matoma in terms of the top players in the world?
It's a fair point, but then you could have potentially said that like
No, but I'm
And then
saying
when we
Asia,
had
the gap.
when we had like
I'm saying
Viduka.
Asia.
But
Yeah.
why is that relevant? Because Japan put almost as much money into their football. Well, I don't know the stats. Maybe we could
Yeah.
work up the facts on this because I want to. But
no, we don't.
The
No
wages
feelings,
in
no
Japan
facts.
are massive, man. There's a lot of money in Japan. So
Yeah, but
it's not like Australia. Well, it's not like Australia having a Matoma.
Is the
It's
J
like-
League better than the Korean League?
Yeah, as a whole, yeah. I would. But I see.
Well,
I
you-
flippantly would say that.
I know you
but
got-
I don't know.
Yeah,
hard
but
to
that's what I'm
say.
saying. Well,
And
but
see how
he was in the continent.
But isn't that
watching
crazy?
games,
But isn't
so
that
it's like-
crazy how reflexively I say that? I don't know, and so I wonder: does everyone just say that? Does everyone just
marketing.
reflexively say Japan's the best league in
Japan, just 'cause
Asia, without knowing?
We need to ask someone who's played. We need to call Adam Taggart and ask you because he played in both.
Yeah, and well, he said Japan's best. Wow, he said.
Should I call him?
What do you say? It's a joy to watch or something. Everyone's technically good.
Well,
or something.
I also had this conversation with a coach the other day that I highly respect. And he said to me, let's just say City as an example, that the way we produce players now in Australia, you know, playing the tiki-taka, playing beautiful football, whatever, is an Australian going to go from playing that football, the best junior at the moment, right? Let's just say 17, 18, and he flies off to League One in England. Is he going to be playing that type of football in England? Probably not. So, like you said, we should develop, what do you call them? Gut runners or whatever.
yeah.
Because that's the best what we can do. Where they're going to go from here, right? From A-League, most likely they're going to go League One.
And
Right?
back to this point, right? Because
So
culturally,
if we're producing players that are techie, we're not sending them straight away to the Prem.
yeah, okay. So this goes back to the culture, right? And I talked about this last week. It didn't get that much attention when we were talking with Vince. But culturally, we cannot compete with Brazil, Spain, Argentina, technically.
Yeah.
Because our kids, as a culture, we don't allow our kids to not go to school and kick the ball in the park for 7 hours a day.
Brother, there is
You're
signs at
not
primary
gonna
school
do that,
saying no
bro.
balls here.
Yeah, you're not.
No
you're
hat,
never.
no
You
play.
can't beat them at their own game.
Yeah,
because they've got such a competitive advantage because of the importance they place on football. So, but maybe as a gut runner, going back to Carl saying knowing what you're good at and not what you're not good at.
Facts.
Going back to that, maybe you can compete with them on that level with that. Maybe.
And I think that's why it's the beautiful game, right? Because you compare, let's just say Brazil and Argentina. Yeah, Brazil techie, but what are they realistically? If you've ever played Brazil, they're lazy. Yeah, which Argies sum up against them because they're not technically as good, but they've got the balls. So
Yeah.
that's why
they
it's such
understand
a good,
themselves culturally.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's why the games are always so equal.
I just-
Italians, what are they good at? They're defensively so good, so they just focus on that, right?
I do want to add quickly here that the country with the most Asian Champions Leagues is South Korea. But the country, the club with the most is from Saudi. So Al Hilal. So I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I was saying more than Japan.
Yeah,
I didn't
Japan's
say the
second.
most. I didn't say the most.
Japan's
Yeah,
second.
Yeah,
Japan's second.
Yeah, Saudi.
The K League might be the best Asian league. I don't know. But to answer your question from a couple minutes ago, I wouldn't mind if it was based on, man, the Japanese players, wherever they go around the world, like, I just love watching them play. Maybe
They're mad. They're awesome.
they're mad.
They're fantastic. I
they're
don't disagree.
so smart.
I
Like,
don't
it's like,
disagree.
what the fuck?
They're fantastic.
What do you think is the football style of play that is the most universal to coach in terms of developing players? Like, what is it?
It's
English.
English, right? The only reason I say this is
What do you mean
because,
English?
Yeah, true.
like,
Like, it's a fairly simple philosophy.
Oh, like a 4-4-2.
Essentially, diamond
you get the
formation.
ball up.
I think it's not. I think the most popular is possession based.
Okay, all right. Whatever.
Now
but-
probably.
Yeah, probably tilted, but historically, maybe you'd say English. Yeah.
All right. The only reason I say this is because Japan, Korea, Brazil, Argentina, Spain, those are all nations that pretty much only have players that are from that nation, right? Australia, this is where the culture thing comes in, and maybe the issue is patriotism, right? Which, in a weird way.
There is no culture because there's too many.
There's too many cultures. And so all these boys play together, and then they go home, and the Sudanese boy has a culture at home, and the Malaysian boy has a culture at home, and the Aussie boy has a culture at home, and the Wog boy has a culture at home, and, and they're completely different. Whereas we say, the South Koreans are militant, and everyone goes home and they're militant at home.
Yeah, 'cause they
and the
literally have to go
Japanese
to the
are
military.
respectful and kind and structured and whatnot, and that's what it's like for everyone at home. You're stupid.
What did you say?
It's just true.
Yeah,
I didn't know what you
it's the
said.
way you said it and looked at me to the side.
What did you say?
Well, literally, the Koreans have to go to the military.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
but,
But I don't have a choice.
but literally, right? And so everyone has this one culture. Here, you have this massive challenge of like, we have so many cultures, and because we're not a super patriotic nation or anything like that, we don't have this Australian culture that just permeates into people when they move into here, right? And the families are completely different, whatnot. It's like, so what do I even, as a coach or as a player developer, whatnot, what do I do for these players that can work with all the mindsets?
Okay,
that
let
they
me ask
carry?
you this: what is one common denominator between
That's what I
the
was
majority of Australian people?
Common denominator.
want to have a good time. I'm not gonna lie. That's the common.
That's not
Which is the shittest thing to train if you have players.
Hold on.
It's how quick you said it. It's how
But
quick
is that we
No,
want to have a good time?
Wait.
Fair income.
Wait, that's loaded. So what's the answer?
I would say battlers, man. Like almost every migrant person that has come here
Is willing
has like
to hustle.
grinded their way into making a better life for themselves, and they have made a better life for themselves.
Can I just?
So I would say that must be a common denominator amongst a lot of us.
So if it's about just grinding through whatnot, then Jake's right. It's about teaching British football.
Grinder, yeah.
But I'd also say for we overanalyze a lot of what we can do, but we've done pretty well for just like going with what we've got. Like we've made some stuff.
But
It
we
could
wanna
always
get
be better, but from what we've had to what we've made,
But-
it's been pretty good.
But by the way, because we're also coming away from the Dutch thing, and we're going to war a little bit more like, okay, we're not going to follow another like. It's a bit more ambiguous. What is the
this
thing?
is what I said ages
So
ago.
it
How
comes out
interesting is it
naturally
going to be?
almost. Whereas now this whole the idea of like copying Japan, it's like what?
No, it wouldn't work.
Why
for us.
are we now going to copy Japan?
I don't know, man.
Hold on. I'm Googling something. Which countries have adopted another's football style?
Tell me Japan didn't adopt a style, by the way, as well. Like
Well-
the way they play.
This is the thing, bro, because like these quote unquote nations that are now better at football, have they adopted from somewhere? Like, I don't. Nothing's
What
original.
do you mean?
Nothing's
Of
original.
course.
So like, I'm trying to think.
But I think if you come out and overtly say
Oh, that's
we're going to
different.
copy a nation's style,
Yeah.
You sound
I
like
Who,
think
by the
that's a
way, we beat like a few times.
so it's a competitive game when it happens. You're not thinking
I
I'm
think
going
it
to
all
get
goes
washed.
back to the coach too. Who's in charge at the time too?
That's it. Because
Because
Ange and Gus and Popovic are all different.
Yeah, exactly. And then you look at the top nations that have won World Cups, and obviously the coach plays a massive part. Everyone knows in the room right now, dressing room, right? Your coach plays such a big part on you being successful as a team. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
It's about who's in charge. Because you could have me old man and he's teaching a Japanese style, but far out, you're not going to make sushi if he's coaching.
Imagine Kev.
You know?
See,
And I
there's
do
a
want to
really
say,
good.
like, as a purist or whatever, man, I love watching Barcelona Pep Guardiola probably more than anyone almost. I love football and tactics
Fuck
and strategy. And, like, I love it so much. But I also realise, like, the limitation of that. And that it doesn't apply to every situation. It doesn't apply to every player. It doesn't apply to every team.
So I found this really good article here where it basically says, is there an erosion of national identity when it comes to, like, stylistically? So it's got, like, usually the high pressing and possession is Germany, Spain, Brazil, Netherlands, Denmark, Belgium, Croatia, Serbia, Qatar. High pressing and direct attacks is Senegal, Ecuador, Saudi, Argentina, Canada, Uruguay. Rigid shape, France, Portugal, England, Wales, USA, Mexico, Australia, Switzerland, South Korea, Ghana, Poland. Low block and counter-attacking, Iran, Tunisia, Costa Rica, Japan, Morocco, Cameroon. Now that's from 2022, but it is saying that a lot of there's an erasure of certain.
That's not a word.
Erasure. Getting rid of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Erasure.
Like
oh,
erasure.
right.
Yeah,
Honestly,
so, like-
we got to stop doubt. His vocab's very good, bro.
Thank you.
Someone
Joe.
hammered it. He's
Cheers.
dropped a few
He
times.
said it with a question mark on
To
the
be
end of
fair,
it, though.
he was just waxing lyrical.
I was waxing lyrical.
Yeah.
So it's got, like, usually Brazilians are expressive. Dutch play total football. Balkan playmakers. I never heard that one, but that's facts. They have a lot of playmakers in the Balkans. I don't know why. Italian defenders. Like, these things are getting phased out. So maybe it isn't best to copy a nation's style. But again, I don't know. I think I've got the highest license I have is to coach 12-year-olds.
Do you have a license?
Yeah, and it's probably expired. So I don't know. I don't watch football for tactics. I think it's like one of the most boring parts of football for me.
All right, can we do a whiteboard of our
done this.
favourite style of player?
Oh, favorite style of player or play?
Top 3 favourite styles of player.
Top 3 favourite players ever.
No.
Same shit.
No. Okay, I got you. Go. I'm giving you.
completely
That's why
Hey, I'll give you 30 seconds because we've taken too long on this. Let's go.
All right,
Top 3 favorite style of player. Can
Yep.
you just give me, like, what do you mean by that? Like, the way they play? Because that could be, you could just be
Yeah,
bland
like-
All
by
right,
that.
Jakey,
what I'm
go
saying.
like top 3 style of play. So one of them could be like,
up and back wing back.
Gotcha.
Oh, like
Sorry.
actual
Clattering
Sorry.
centre back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1 favourite.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Need a good texter.
I'm done.
Maybe just pass JQ or texter.
Yeah. Thank you.
15 seconds because we have to move on. This is a horrible 6 performance from me. Done?
Jesus.
10.
You're putting pressure on me, man.
Sorry.
Damn, son.
8. We have listeners at home.
Oh,
7.
that's true.
I've got 2.
That's all right. While I say mine, maybe you guys can finish off.
Go.
Hold on, I think Rash is nearly done. 4, 3. You done? 2, 1. Okay. Rash, I see that you're done.
Hold on.
So you can go first.
Shit, I've lost my rubber. All right.
Your third is hilarious.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw one word.
Number 3, late, tired, skillful winger.
Yep. Cool.
Guy sits in the dressing room, just can't be bothered.
Who's
His
that?
laces are hanging off.
Eden Hazard. Yeah, Eden Hazard.
2, rough, cheating, angry 6.
Yep. Gav.
Gattuso, Gav.
Yep.
And number 1, slow, calm, tall, techie.
Nice. Lovely.
Can we have players towards that? Can we just give a quick...
Yeah,
Player
I'll
review
go Dimitar Berbatov up
Yeah,
top.
nice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Did you get that on camera or not? I hope not.
That's
I
sick,
hope
class.
Bro, we've got
I
similar
love
answers.
Berbatov.
sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. Berbatov,
Fuck yeah.
Gattuso, and Hazard.
Hazard, yeah.
Nice.
All right, I got mine here. Now, I know you said we weren't naming players, but I don't know what they're called, so you'll get it. Number 1, I got the Maverick.
Yeah.
Right, so, okay, I know it's, blah, blah, you're sick of me saying it, Cole Palmer. Someone that can just take the ball, have some balls, not care about what's going on, what time it is on the game, anything like that, and just make something happen. They're my favourite players. Second, just like Rash, tall and techie. Oh, Zlatan, Yaya Toure,
Bad.
Berba,
Abu Dhabi.
yeah. Oh, I hate him.
Kids.
Busquets.
No, more like
not Turkey.
maybe like Musa Dembele, like
Say Pogba.
Pogba. Yeah, love it. Like they're
Pogba.
always not going to give you 10s every game because they're usually a bit lazy.
But on their day,
But tall and techie.
unplayable.
Yeah, that's like, and that's exactly how I play 5s.
The back 2 studs are worn down.
Oh, 100%.
It's on their heels, man.
yeah.
Live on their heels.
I love plays like that, man. Like they're just so cool to watch, and they glide, and it's like they're not that fast, but they're running past you. It's like, what the fuck's happening? So that, and then 3, even though I've got them wrong, like that Kante Caicedo role where it's just like
Engine.
wins you every ball, does not stop, and yeah, just a straight out warrior. Like not obviously goals G me up the most, but second is like Caicedo's been doing it, and Kante is when it's like, oh, another team's on the attack and out of nowhere they've lunged in, won the ball by tackling like that and winning it with their heel, and it's like, fucking come on.
It's like 40 clutch moments per game.
Yeah. It's like, seriously, he's broken down 10 attacks.
Yeah.
Like, they're my favourite type of players. That would be my third.
Mine is, you can't even read it, but I'll put it there so you can have a quick look.
What is it in?
But it's similar to
Mandarin?
you with the Maverick, but I'll be more specific. Like the dribbling number 10, who's arrogant, and their Starboy vibes. So
Who's that?
That's Hatem Ben Arfa.
Okay.
That's my that was one of my
Dali
favorite.
Ali.
He knows he's the best.
That is like that style of play is the best to ever watch because you can't teach it.
Did I tell you I met him in a Las Vegas McDonald's?
Yeah, we have.
Wait, you haven't heard this story?
We have heard this story.
Have I heard
I've
this?
heard. I don't know.
Oh, maybe
Repeat.
maybe this was pre Jake.
Yeah, it would have been.
Is it worth going
Early
through
days.
again?
No, just quickly, like, I was at the Bellagio, and I was in the pool with my brother, and I go, "Fuck, that guy over there looks like Hatem Ben Arfa. That's funny."
Can we just on that? Can we talk the quickest, most random people you've ever met, just like footballers, just on the spot? You got
I've met a
yours, Rash?
lot. There's probably too many for me to say.
Footballers.
Like the most random, and you just like bigger than you thought you'd meet right now.
Bro, I saw
What have you got, Jake?
at one point.
Who'd you see at the strip club?
No, I saw him at a club on a random night in Melbourne like a few years ago. It was Jolly and Lescott.
That's hard.
and like full like
And you'd notice
full
him.
like hanging out with him. Got his number for like a WhatsApp. He's like, because I'm like going to Manchester soon, and I looked after him. And then he's like,
Apparently, he's a real
that
nice guy.
we actually was chatting for a bit, and then I got to Manchester. It was donuts.
Yeah, we take that back.
I still-
Yeah, seems like a real nice guy.
Yeah, but he was like,
Just quickly on that, so Jake can get back to it.
You're going to try to finish your story?
please.
Mine was
so
really,
you thought
mine
it was
was really random too, though. I met Roberto Carlos
He's still
in an
not
elevator.
letting you finish.
Sorry. I've got 2 more to go. You've got a Hatem Ben Arfa story. He's just said he's met Roberto Carlos randomly. I don't
Mine's
know.
super quick, Jake.
Go.
I want to we're in the pool, and then that night, I'm like, fuck, I'm starving. I'm at Macca's, obviously. And then I look in front of me, and I said to my brother, Hatem Ben Arfa is ordering a fucking Big Mac in a Las Vegas McDonald's. And I said, tapped him, and I go, Hatem, and he goes, and the security guy goes, oh. And he goes, no, it's okay. And he took a photo with me.
Yeah, I think, that's important for that style of player is that they go to Vegas and they eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, Hatem Ben
That's
Arfa,
the
deep
perfect-
fall off.
That's the
after dribbling from halfway and making 2 people.
Stereotype story.
I don't know. Do we go to Roberto Carlos here? That was pretty out of left field. Like
Finish yours and then we'll go to
We'll go to Roberto
Okay.
Carlos and then
Mine is the hot-headed goal-scoring striker. So like Rooney.
Berisha.
Yeah, like the ones where they could throw a
Suarez.
punch at you, but they're guaranteed.
Interesting. Suarez.
People fear them.
Diego
you know what I mean?
Costa.
And then the casual, calm, zero fucks given centre back. Like the ones that don't break sweat. Like more recently in the A-League was Del Pierre.
Nice.
Virg van Dijk's the definition of.
PK.
Yeah, like that. Just
John
like,
Stones.
Nah, he loses it sometimes.
but like, yeah, he's
Okay.
he's of that
Gabriel
ilk.
in
He's of that ilk.
No, fuck Gabriel.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing, but he's not
amazing.
calm. He's not calm.
He's quality. He's quality.
Yeah, he's quality, but I got nothing to say about his quality.
All
He's
right,
not
go,
calm.
Gav. Give us
Okay.
yours. This will be good.
Number 1 all time, Henry. Thierry Henry.
Henry.
Yeah. Henry.
He really
Henry-
went with my favorite
Henry
three
the vacuum.
players.
Hold on, Henry Lansbury.
Henry.
Which Henry?
Henry Lansbury.
Henry
Played for Barnsley.
He played for
Henry the
Arsenal,
vacuum.
actually.
Did anyone have a Henry growing up? Vacuum?
Henry.
Vacuum.
Is that a vacuum brand?
Henry.
Yeah, the red one with the eyes on there. I know what you're talking about.
Come on.
Okay.
But what is that
What is
style?
that?
so he's named his players.
Or it's just a
A
player?
gazelle.
Okay,
Yeah.
go
Tall
deeper. Go.
Striker, techie striker. Yeah.
Winger.
Fast, score goals.
Can you give me
win
two
games.
more?
Get
'Cause
two
Henry,
more of
I-
that. Two
I feel
more
like
of
Henry
that.
was
that
pretty unique.
two more
Henry
of that
Lansbury,
category
yeah.
of player.
I think he
Not
went on
really.
loan to
There's not
Burnley.
many. There's not many.
Okay.
Is there any?
So
Like
Henri.
Henri.
Like
Is there
Henry?
any others?
Besides the vacuum?
Like Henri.
Like a technical.
So then it's
technically
not a
quick.
style of
It
player.
is. It
It's
is
just
just
one player.
Yeah, exactly. That was my
Go,
favorite.
go.
Fuck, now you got me thinking.
Wait, go to you in the second one.
Okay.
Go to the second one. Let's move.
Second, classic 10. Zizou, Bergkamp, Riquelme. Just old school, classic 10.
Yep.
Nice on the ball, not too quick, good with their feet.
The boots
Not
not too
too quick.
flashy.
The
Have
in-
to be technically good because they
yeah.
can't run as well.
The in-between player that I couldn't work out was Skulls. Because he was like a
Scholes?
classic
Who's
10.
Skulls?
Paul
Paul
Skulls.
Skulls.
He was like
You
a
don't know
classic 10, but also I've got next like my box-to-boxes, your Lampards. You know?
Scholesy wasn't a 10.
Do you know? No, I was just about to
talking-
say, in Gab's defense, for people that will come at him and say Scholes wasn't a 10, Scholes was 100% a 10 before he was 30.
Yeah.
He scored over 100 goals, man. You can't do that as a 6. He was a number 10 behind Van Nistelrooy, and that was like
And then
a deadly-
Lampard, what's his goal record? I don't know, but it's unbelievable.
So, but what are
top-
you
he's
saying,
top
like
10 in
box
the
to
Prem.
box?
Yeah. That type. But
box-to-box
like the old
midfielder.
school box to box that will also
Yeah, that's
win you
Scholes.
games, score goals, you know, that Lampard, Paul Scholes, that their record's fucking unbelievable.
But is that's a different style of, so you've gone two 10s, one's
so I've
more
gone classic
techie,
10
one's
and a
more goal scorer.
box-to-box,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah. So he loves
With Gerrard. With Gerrard in the
He
mix.
just watches the game for two positions:
Yeah.
the attacking mid and the
Centre mid.
striker.
Yeah.
Everything else is irrelevant.
Well, to be fair, I grew up as a striker and then moved down. Like I could never play wing. Fuck that.
I should have said some funny
Well,
shit.
would you say they're the two hardest positions?
What's that?
Oh, we're not having this convo.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
but that's why they're
But
that's
I've
why
never
his
played on the
values.
wing.
I do want to just say a little thing is you mentioned him, Riquelme. I've seen Messi play, and I would say Riquelme is the best player I've ever seen play.
Oh, get off it.
Well,
Hold
man,
on.
Gallman.
I don't know. I saw Messi play one game. So
You mean live?
He
When-
made-
I've seen Messi
live. Sorry.
live.
When?
Messi's the best player ever.
When
of
did
course.
you?
I-
No, but when
but
did you see it? Are you the guy that says they saw him at the MCG when he was like 19?
Who, Riquelme?
No,
Messi.
Messi.
No. He was, how old was
Yeah,
he?
it would have been qualifiers.
He would have been peak.
Yeah,
Peak Messi.
Barcelona.
He obviously just, I don't know, he couldn't
Had
be
an off
bothered.
day.
I watched Messi
couldn't be bothered.
in an Argentina versus Brazil game in Qatar, right after they had won the World Cup hosting thing, or when they were going for it. And it's when he still had the long hair, the F50s had just become his thing and whatnot. 0-0 the whole game. 94th minute, he slots one into the bottom corner.
Yeah.
What a small little boy.
That being said, Messi has said the best footballer of all time to him is Riquelme.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
pretty sure.
Aymar. Underrated.
And Pablo Aymar, yeah.
Pablo Aymar.
Yeah.
Anyway, on Roberto Carlos, we'll just go quickly on that. I was in Turkey. And
Obviously not for the hairline. I'm going soon. That's all right.
anyway, we were in the what are they called? Elevators. And there's a girl in front of us, and the word had got around that he was staying at the hotel. So we're talking, yeah, we're apparently Roberto Carlos, let's catch up with him, let's meet him, blah, blah, blah. And then the girl standing across from us she starts laughing, and she goes, he's my father. Just let me know.
Wow.
And I'm going to the room now. He'll be at the room. So she
Holy shit.
takes us to the room, knocks on the door, and is like, hey, Dad, the boys just want to get a photo.
What?
And he comes out, takes a photo with us.
How old were you?
He was old. It was when he was...
You.
I was 18, 19
3.
at the time.
That's cool, man. Isn't that, bro? Doesn't that show the humility though?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
but how
mad.
knowing
crazy
the
of
dad
girl-
would be
yeah.
fine,
Yeah.
bro. Most kids
That's
would have
cool.
stayed silent because their dad would be like, "Do not bring anyone in the room."
I
cool,
saw
man.
Jose Mourinho shopping in Sydney, and he was very rude to me. But he still took the photo.
Yeah,
But that's typical.
Mourinho.
That's typical.
I'm glad you told that Roberto Carlos story. I'm glad you switched back to
Yeah,
that.
that was cool.
bro.
I'm glad you butted in and said that one. That was a good one.
Jolly and Les got in a club. Hatton Ben Arfa in a Macca's.
Yeah.
Roberto Carlos' daughter in an elevator.
Yeah.
Rashid, you got anyone?
Carl
Scott
Valeri.
Pendlebury.
Who'd you
Scott
see at the strip
Pendlebury.
club?
So what?
No. That was I was joking. That wasn't real.
No, I actually saw him picking up a loaf of bread from Woolworths the day before the grand final.
Scott Pendlebury.
And no one even said, "Good luck tomorrow."
Wow.
And I thought, what is going on in this country?
Wait,
What suburb?
you're talking about an AFL? Oh, you're talking about an AFL.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you
I
haven't met-
can't. I don't think I've met any big time footballers. I've seen them play or whatever, but talked to them, met them. Honestly can't remember any.
Do you feel like sometimes, because most of them you meet when they're retired, I feel like
Most, yeah.
maybe not.
Sometimes.
But anyway, I met like Bautistuta,
Yeah.
the Brazilian
Yes.
one.
Also met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Wait,
Madrid.
not Gabriel.
Argentina.
No, I'm not talking about that one.
Oh.
I'm talking about the Batista.
Like from wrestling.
Yeah,
don't
bro,
they?
the
the
Real
Real
Madrid
Madrid one.
Baptiste.
What was the Real Madrid?
Baptista.
Yeah. I met him.
Batistuta,
Same
the Brazilian one, and then he's got Batista.
Batista's man.
See, and I didn't even recognize him, and the boy
Why,
that I was
yeah.
with did in
I
Madrid,
wouldn't.
and it
He
was
could-
just that's what I mean.
could slap me in the
but then
face, I wouldn't know
then
it's him.
after I looked
Have a
at his
good day.
career, and he'd like played so many games for Real Madrid, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't even have recognized him. And I guess how many times would that happen to people?
Oh, yeah. Shit, yeah.
Not in Europe.
Especially with Henry Lansbury. Sorry to Henry Lansbury. He played Prem. I can't
I don't
laugh
even
at him.
know who that is.
He
He was an
from
Arsenal.
Such
He's
a
an
good
Arsenal
name.
Academy graduate.
Yeah, he's a graduate. The Australian Championship, aka the NST, aka the B League, aka the Second Division, is here in some way. Now, it's not what everyone dreamed it would be. It is not a league per se, but I believe it is a starting point and maybe a good step in the right direction. Now, I don't know much about it because Rush has done the research, but I would hope that this style does not continue for too long and it turns into an actual league. I do not want another cup. I don't think that's a second division. I think it's a cup. I think it's like the EFL trophy, where it's like if you're in certain leagues, you play in the cup. But again, I haven't read into the future plans and stuff, which I probably should, hey. But guess what? I didn't. So
Do you know the future plans?
I did some research and I still don't get it.
okay, so I'm going to go for a piss, and you're going to explain to the audience what you know.
I honestly don't get it, bro. Okay. I'll explain.
Can
A
you
little
just
bit.
no? Can you do it this way just to start it? Can you explain the crux of the tournament? Like, as in,
As far as I understand,
so
it,
there's foundation teams,
Foundation
qualification,
teams,
how many
yeah.
games? That can you explain that at least?
no. So
But is that through a lack of
worst
research?
journalist.
no. I watched videos. I read about it. I do not understand it deep enough to give an explanation.
So they
But
haven't
basically-
released
basically it's
more
something to
information
do-
on it.
There's something to do with there's the foundation teams, and then from each state there's two teams that get qualified into. From the regions, the
And
two
they're going to play
states,
against each other.
Yeah, get qualified into.
So
So,
basically-
one state
so
has
have
one,
your-
another state has another, and then those two represent
Yes.
those conjoined regions. I don't know I can't remember even what the joined regions are, but the close regions.
So the best
it might be
players
New South
or
Wales
clubs?
and Victoria together. And
So the best
Queensland-
players of Victoria, New South Wales get picked into a team,
No, the winning teams of those leagues.
and then
The winning
what?
teams of the leagues.
Okay, so if as a hypothetical, Blacktown win in New South Wales Premier League or Sydney, and then Heidelberg win in Victoria,
Yeah.
they both individually as their clubs go into the tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or they play off
Something-
against each other and the winner goes in, something like that.
And you
Something
said
like
there's
that, yeah.
there's teams that are already through to the
So you got
tournament?
your foundation teams, and then the teams that come first or second, they'll join that.
Yeah.
And then let's just say Avondale and Knights are in. They'll play against each other first, and then I don't know how it goes from there.
All right, well, we probably
Okay.
want to.
Let's-
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Do we want to know what we're talking about?
Joey K. No, because my main point on this remains. Joey K. did a very, very good. Shout out Joey K. Very, very good breakdown of how the league works. There is no way in the world I'm going to be able to break it down in that way. But what my point on it is I have a theory, which has kind of been given to me a little bit by a person who I won't name.
Your source.
But yeah, one of my sources, which is that this is trying to become a new league, and then they will take the most sustainable and best A-League clubs, bring them across, and then that will be the new league. That's the Football Australia's plan.
Is that
That's
a
the-
conspiracy
that's a
theory?
philosophy.
That's a conspiracy theory. It's not. I don't know if that's true, but that's a conspiracy theory.
Well, can I give you my 2 points on the league?
That's a good one.
Yeah, well, yeah, we had some discussions, but there's two things that I'd like to say. One, like overall, having a second league is great, right? But it just where I'm a bit confused, right, is the APL run the A League, and Football Australia is running the second division. So
Weird.
So how does that go into the APL and the A League, right? So who runs football in this country again? But nonetheless, it's great that these teams have national stage. And obviously, yes, we want a second division to promote relegation and blah, 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 promotion, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, the A League was brought in to move away from what was there. Now it's come back in. So I have no problem with that, like overall. But it's just like you've just contradicted a 20-year business plan for no reason. Well, for
the
a
reason is that
So
it
for
doesn't work the new way that they tried.
So yeah, so it's like you're pretty much, and it comes back to a point that I'll raise around. I'm a massive. Obviously, I've been involved in pretty much all ethnicities in Victoria at various clubs. Like I played for Melbourne Knights, I played for South, I played for Altona Magic. I've experienced a lot, right? I played for Brunswick Juventus. But at the end of the day, if you live close to South Melbourne and they're in the national division and you're potentially of Macedonian descent, which we spoke about the other day, or you're Italian, that's not your local team. You're not going to go and watch them in the National League, are you? Which is why Frank Lowy, that they went away from it and they built the A-League. So that if you are living now in Keilor or Airport West, your local team's Western United and you'll go because there's no affiliation. So how does that scale?
Yeah, I agree. That's a great point, and someone we talked to the other day has a great point on this, which is it should be geographical. That is that either it's nationality based, which obviously they didn't want for whatever reason. I'm not sure,
But now you're kind of wanting it.
whether that's right or wrong.
Right.
But geographical is the only other way that it works. But then you look at this is kind of a separate thing. But Melbourne Victory released their advancements and then next plan that they're going to be rolling out. And they basically said they're going to be opening up centres everywhere. And they're custodians of football in Victoria.
But that's all right. That's a club-driven initiative, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
fine. But
Whatever
like,
that means,
it,
though.
I also I hope the players get looked after because now their season is going to be pushed out. I think it ends on December the 7th, following on the NPL season.
I'm sure there'll be a handshake to make sure they're all right.
like you're talking financially.
What do you mean?
Well, both,
fucking around.
because obviously their break. You
Can
know?
I just say that Jake makes
Bali's
some,
out.
Yeah, there's no Bali trips, and there's and we'll leave it at that.
Jake makes some brilliant points, but I'll just be devil's advocate. I agree with Jake.
I'm trying to be devil's advocate too, right? Because I want the second division.
Well, I'm going to
in
be
the sec-
Satan's advocate.
Nice. You're nice. Nice. Looking forward to this.
So, being realistic about it, if a South Melbourne or a Preston or whatever were to make the Premier League in this country, they would get better numbers than some A-League clubs,
Yes,
fan-wise.
for sure.
So, I think their numbers would go up. So, for instance, if you are Macedonian, you don't necessarily have to be from Preston, but you might be like, bro, Preston are in the big time. They're Masso. Like, I'm going to go to the games.
Align with it.
Yeah, they align with it. And we're going to get more fans then, respectfully, a MacArthur or a Western or whatever. And then that's going to be sustainable for them. If they get 6,000, 7,000 a game, that might be sustainable for them. And then they can move on with that. Another thing, Jake, as well, is that if we have A-League teams close to home, it doesn't mean I'm going to support Dandy Thunder or support Oakley Cannons or whoever, but it's 5 minutes away. So, like, if I want to go watch top-tier football, this is obviously if they play at the grounds that they're at, I can do that. I don't have to go into the city and find parking and blah, 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 blah. So, again, it makes it accessible in that way where it's like, all right, you don't have to go out to Amy Park or wherever. So that could play a part in people wanting to watch the game and go out to the games and stuff, because if I'm a kid in Dandy, okay, yeah, I can take the train to the city, but it takes me like 50 minutes. I can just go down.
I don't disagree though, but what I'm trying to say there is, what was the point of the last 20 years then?
Oh, I agree. I agree. It sort of fucked it.
If you're going to go back to the model that was working, then and you didn't want to be ethnic based, then you're kind of reintroducing on a national stage, which right now is like it's in a safety zone, right? You can't challenge it because
do you know what
they're playing against each other. It's club to club. But as soon as it goes into a realm where you're playing Melbourne Victory, or these teams are there, then it's like, okay, now we did something for potentially no reason.
Maybe they feel that it's progressed.
That's what I was going to say.
Maybe they feel like it's progressed. Like what Gav was going to say. Basically, in the 90s, right? Probably most of the players that were playing for South were Greek. Am I wrong?
The players,
yeah.
So you're saying that like
it should be a safer area.
They've got a historical connection.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I don't
do you
know,
not
man.
think
I still think who runs the clubs are still the same.
Of course, but it's there's been progression. Like if you went to South in the 80s or 90s,
teams now, you got Esteban and to find an actual Greek in there.
Yeah.
Do
they have a Greek in their starting 11?
It's probably the sponsor's child. Jokes.
But like even so, it's still a Greek club, right?
What about this? Can I ask you this question?
But also,
I don't disagree.
This rolls off my tongue.
Just before this rolls off my tongue.
Let it roll off your tongue.
I like that saying.
Let it roll.
Before this rolls off my tongue.
Talking about NPL going into there, me as I'm not connected to any club nor any nationality.
Yeah.
If an NPL club were to go into the A-League or whatever league that is evolving, I would be the supporter of an NPL club. Does that make sense? So if they were to play Victory, and let's just say it's South Melbourne, I'm already picking South.
Right. Yeah. But then how many of you are there? And then who's the lack of beneficiary of that? Right. The beneficiary is the NPL team.
Yes.
But then the A-League teams lose their fans.
This is what I was. That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, but there will be you guys that or you Gav that is supporting a Melbourne City or a Western. That's like, actually, I've been in touch with this club for 20 years. I was forced to go for this club. So it's just contradicting the model.
Let's go, Rash. What were you going to say on this?
The question was exactly that. How many people now, the nationality clubs come back in, how many people leave A-League clubs, fans of those clubs, to now go back to the nationality club of them? If they're in the top league, I would say a lot of them would. I would think a lot of
maybe
them
not leave, but maybe go to both, which is weird, I guess.
It's hard to say because now let's just say through the youth, right? Like you grew up playing, I don't know, let's just say for River or Independiente, you automatically have that connection now to them. Yeah. All the youth players now that play for City, Victory, whatever, you'd expect them to have the connection to City.
You think they've got a bigger connection to the club than their nationality?
I would hope so. If they're a junior, right? Starting off there.
I don't think so. Their parents is the one that's going to take them to the game.
I don't know.
And going to influence who they support the most.
If I now am a 10-year-old playing for City and, I don't know, Dandy City jump in, I'm supporting Melbourne City.
What I will say is, though, last point on this, what I will say is, though, that I think it has progressed a lot. I could be wrong, but, like, for instance, I know Springvale Wild Eagles' biggest fan. Guess what? He's not Serb. It's Gavin's dad.
My dad's actually a sponsor. I was Ringo White Eagles.
Like,
he pays for the
there are going to be people that, because they're in the area, they support the club that they're not necessarily tied to it ethnically. I just want to. I'd
I
love
think
it.
you just
I'd
look
love
at the numbers. Like you watched Preston the other night on the NPL. Oh, unbelievable.
Unbelievable numbers,
You know?
bro.
Well,
Ridiculous.
it's kind of like the quickest way to growth, isn't it? Like you just have the ethnic-based clubs playing the national comp again, and it's guaranteed fans everywhere.
Well, even just look at our content. Which piece of our content has done the strongest?
Souvlakis.
An ethnic-based post.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you're serving a niche.
Yeah.
As soon as
It's
you're
strong.
serving a niche,
It's
that whole
relatable
niche-
as
Strong
well.
in this country.
Yeah.
It's relatable. Like if you can go to games and, you know, have a souvlaki and hear Greek music and whatever, you're going to feel a bit more comfortable if you're Greek. But I think that has changed. Like I think now anyone goes to every game. Like if you go to a Thunder game, obviously most of them are Albanian, but I see Aussies at Thunder games. I see Sudanese at Thunder games.
Yeah, I think it's progressed so
Definitely
much.
less.
Yeah.
It's definitely less.
compared
There
to
will.
what it was.
Don't get me wrong though. There are certain fans where when they clash, there will be issues.
And it's like the easiest thing once the issue arises is that we just point at what's different between us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just so. I think it's
the nature of it.
It's, to go deeper, it's the cultural view on football in this country. Because if you think of the biggest game in one of the biggest derbies in the world, let's go for instance Scotland. What's the divisive
Religion.
thing?
Protestant and
And it's
whatever.
on the biggest stage, and it's accepted.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying,
Here
bro.
they won't accept that this club's got a history of being Italian, Greek, Macedonian, and they're going to be versing a club that's got a history of being, German, Italian, whatever it is, right?
Same with Barca and Madrid.
You know why?
So
Because we
that
just want to have a good time here.
That's exactly right.
That's Australian
That's
culture.
comedic time.
Can I
So-
ask, what are you drawing?
He's drawing a jersey with number 10 with Barca Daesh on it.
Turn that to the camera, please.
First jersey ever with cursive writing.
Hey,
Look like he's been designing the Mona Lisa, man.
it's my ADHD coming out. Eh?
Hey, fair.
I used to do that every day at school. That's why I just did that. I didn't even realize I was
by the
doing
way,
that.
I'm the only one on the pod without ADHD. I just thought I'd point
What
that
about
out.
yesterday?
you got someone else,
He doesn't
bro.
have it. Do you have
You got
it?
someone else,
Do you
bro.
have ADHD?
Diagnosed severe levels.
Can I just
What about Rash?
can I just make a point on this from my end? Because I really hate the term. I think it's been glorified. I don't know if I have it, but I did go see a psychologist who is an absolute specialist in this field, and she goes, "You should take the test, but I'm telling you, you have it."
Yeah.
So that's where that joke comes from. But I fucking hate people that just sew it up because you're like,
Undies. I agree.
It's
like
a
from
cool
getting
new
educated
thing,
on
though.
it is so unique to every individual
Yeah.
that it's so misunderstood in society.
It's like OCD as well. Like when
But
you actually see
am
people
I the
with-
most? Who's
Yeah.
the most difficult to keep in frame from a movement point of view? You. Is it?
You move all the time.
To be fair, I was about to tell Rash off before because he kept slouching in his chair and just looked like a shoulder
What
with
about
mics.
what about the pride on him? Severe case.
Yeah.
99th percentile.
I'm 99%.
Rash,
Hey,
what about
hey,
Mike
can we get
Tyson?
can we get a Zupa Duper?
Hey,
Can we have
what
Super
about
Dupers?
We can always have him.
Can we have it?
Rash, what
No.
about when I called you?
super duper
Is it too late?
Super duper for AA.
Ah, fine.
Come on, man. We need some sugar, sir.
Can I just say that I saw
Gav, what were you saying, bro?
What
Sorry.
about when I called you yesterday?
No, Gavin's bad.
What?
I
Yeah.
called you.
Yeah.
I go, I got something to tell you. Got something to tell you. You tell me. I go, I forgot.
Yeah. He was mid-sentence and went, yeah, forgot.
That's normal.
I do that all
I
the
did
time.
see a tweet the other day saying it's so hilarious how all of our parents were walking around with all these undiagnosed things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's so many of our parents would have.
Oh, yeah. That's my boy looking after me, boy.
So can I have
any colour?
I've got the shit colours left. Give me. Green,
Hey, I want to
please.
tell all the
Norm.
Buddhas, all the Buddhas tuning in. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that would be great. But just so you know, we've got a very big culture corner coming, and some very big people involved. And due to the nature of that, we've just had to push it back a week on a
schedule.
certain engagement. Hence why there's been nothing of high quality, which we believe, at your feet. But it is coming. We've shot this. We're going to be shooting this over like 2 days around this certain
What I've
culture.
realised is the 20-year
What I realised is this tastes like piss.
the 20-year effort of getting rid of the culture teams and stuff like that we're actually potentially at the forefront of bringing the culture teams back.
Damn, it's all my
with
fault.
Culture Corner.
Yeah. And can I just add?
And
We're
NPL
advocates.
Can I just add? This has obviously nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Go for it, bro.
But obviously the NPL's back and running.
Yeah, shout out NPL being back, huh?
Yeah, I've soaked it up big time. Absolutely soaked it up.
How many
I love
games
it.
have you been to?
Too many. I shouldn't be going to.
Oh. I don't know what that
Anyway,
means, but
Should it be going to?
What do you mean you shouldn't be going to?
Well, I should be in bed trying to rest, but I'm watching NPL at 8:30 at night at Kingston.
Nice.
nice.
That's crazy.
Shout out to
Loves,
Kingston.
Gav loves football, man.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Anyway, to whoever runs NPL Victoria on YouTube, you're doing a great job.
But
You've got a massive subscriber base. You're absolutely killing it. But for the fans that watch the games live on YouTube, I need mini matches.
Like is there no highlights for you?
There's no highlights, real. There's best goal of the week and then lives, which
surely
lives.
there's some kid out there that can cap
well,
cut.
I know. We need someone on NPL Victoria to do mini matches like Optus Sport and Stan, and we need replays of the goals because it's just a live, and then the goal happens, and then I've got to go back 10 seconds, rewatch it, and then catch up, and then I've missed the game. So for all the fans that I know watch the NPL live and can't go to every game because it's physically not possible,
18 people.
we need it.
You're rude.
And also, can you upgrade the mics? Because it sounds like someone's deep
Yeah,
throating
and sometimes sometimes there's no mics. The
mic sounds like
commentators
this.
get lost.
a brilliant goal by Bill Hatcher-Dimitrios, and he scored again for the wonderful South
Sounds like commentary from the 1960s.
The quality's not crisp, right?
at all.
I'm gonna
But
just
that's
throw
part
this
of the
out there.
NPL.
Yeah, it's part of the.
It's not sure who scored.
They're using Greek mics.
I'm just gonna throw this out there.
I think South Melbourne scored. But are they wearing white or blue tonight?
Can we throw this out there?
Shout out the commentators though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm taking a piss. You guys
Would
are great.
would anyone want us on a commentary team doing an NPL game?
That's a good call,
Oh my
Gav.
god.
That's a good
I don't
call.
know who we got to contact.
Who
but
would
that
we-
would be hilarious.
Who would we commentate? What's the best game? What's
I
the
think
best
we would.
club for
I
us
think
to
we'd
commentate?
we'd be a one-game wonder because we'd get fired afterwards.
No.
They'd only let us do fucking St Albans versus Port Melbourne.
We're not, bro. When we commentate, that we're going to be like the fan zone in the UK.
Yeah, but
We're not commentating the game. We're talking just about what's going on.
but someone's gonna
Like,
score.
bro, that Euro
What do you
number-
mean?
Jake's gonna say put it in. Jerome's gonna say pause.
What's wrong with that?
Sensational.
Like Jerome's like, wait, give me a second to respond. I'm just eating a Euro. Like, you know,
I'm on Hinge.
the chat from Sydney.
I
comes back.
actually think that could be an
That's a
absolute
great one,
success for NPL.
All right, fuck me.
Also, is this the first episode where
like we need it. We need like a mini little song, like our own vocal sting of leading into amateur agents. Like
Wait, before we do amateur agents,
amateur agents. Do you know
Hold
what
on,
I
is
mean?
this the first episode
But
where Gab has not drank
that
mate?
is- You know, that's
No,
a
I did,
You,
I did.
That's a
Ah.
you and Rashid creation
job.
from your like music.
Our music.
And me and Gab,
AI.
Hold on, Rash has
can
to
we
play the
do
guitar
just do
for it.
one now? Just play one
What?
like a little amateur agent sting. Can you do one off like?
On my phone.
Is that what you said? Did you say AI?
I don't
should
know.
just
I don't
do-
know how to do.
Yeah.
I know you can create songs of AI. I don't actually know how to do them.
Can I put you both on the spot? Just give me your best right now.
Amateur agents.
Nice. Okay. Go on, give me yours. And it's time for
AA.
Alcoholic Anonymous. Yeah. No.
Amateur agents.
You just stole my whole
Can't get it out of my head. It's such a good melody.
Amateur agents.
Welcome back to
Amateur agents.
Let's go.
Hold on, before we get into
it's so good.
before we get into it,
Can we do a beatbox?
can I do the video?
Everyone have their own
for
sound?
Gav? The most famous TikTok video of all time. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna end up cutting it out.
Come on, why, bro? I need it. Gav, have you seen the most famous TikTok video
already-
ever? The most viewed TikTok video ever. Have you seen it?
Does it look like I have?
I guess not. I'm gonna show you, bro.
You would have already seen it, but you just don't like. I didn't realize it was what it was.
Just send
I
it
want
to
you
me.
to.
Send
I
it to
want-
me on TikTok.
No. I'll show
I
it.
can
To
get
you.
live reaction here while I watch it.
Yeah, do that.
What?
Send it to DM it to him.
Okay. All right. Hold on. for reference, Gav, this has 1 billion views.
I think I've seen it.
No way.
Is it the girl? And she's still in the face or whatever.
Here, watch it.
No, you're thinking of the one that actually has the most likes. He's thinking of his favorite video ever.
No. Careful. Watch it, Gav.
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I've seen it. What? I've seen this.
Oh yeah, this one, yeah.
All right, go
wrong with it?
with your follow-up question to him.
All right, so my follow-up question is, why is that video so popular?
I'll tell you now, right now.
Go.
Because I watched something the other day on content creation and why it hooks you.
We have Spotify listeners.
But
It's the first.
Break it down. What? No, you. What is about that video that makes it so...
the song
Watchable.
was a trend at the time. She's absolutely stunning.
Yep.
And the video is so short that by the time it finishes, it's playing again.
And she's quite, yeah. That is probably the most crucial thing. But also, she also has a massive following already, like prior to it.
Oh, really?
Posting that style of video.
Yeah,
really?
But she's also like she's a beautiful girl that's an influencer.
I think she's redone it a few times.
But my question would
She
be...
genetically-
Why is it
genetically
that
superior.
one? Yeah.
Why is it that one out of all of them?
I'm not.
I don't know.
No,
I
me
don't
and you,
know.
we're fucked. We got...
Bro, they love us.
Yeah, they love
What has
us.
it got?
Yeah,
Eight.
yeah.
It's only
Yeah,
1 billion.
Big
Jeez.
cow strong.
Why is it, Rash? What's your conclusion?
Big cow strong.
Bro, this is my point. I have no idea.
Okay.
And
All
I'm
right.
like,
Let's do
there's so
amateur.
many good-looking people in the world. Why is that one so
She's
famous?
not the best
Hey,
looking one.
hey, Jerome. And it's time for...
Amateur agents.
Sponsored by no one.
Yet.
Amateur Asians.
Amateur? No. No. Right. Let's stop fucking around. My specialty is curling it out. Pause. To in, but lack power kicking on the run. As a striker, is it a bad habit to always stop the ball, reset, then shoot? I can also go out to in, but only when it's windy.
Is this person using full stops?
Wait, when they say out to in, is that like outside of the foot?
Yeah.
That's your go-to?
No, I say like push it out and then go.
Go
Push it
in?
out and then go. I don't know. Man, you know what? There's no
That
rules.
sounds like,
There's no rules. Don't say like, is it a bad habit to stop the ball, reset, then shoot? No. Mbappe does that.
That sounds like a
Yeah,
TikTok
it
dance or
depends.
something.
It depends though how you're stopping the ball. Because if you're stopping the ball to try and get a shot versus you're stopping the ball to make your defender commit and over, then that's different.
Yeah.
You should be taking less than like 2 touches. No, it should be like kind of 1 touch in the box.
Well, what's the outcome of what you're doing? Are you scoring
Trying to score goals.
or are you losing the ball?
I reckon, honestly,
There's your answer.
That's exactly right.
honestly,
Great point.
is watch Bruno, bro.
He's like,
Who just burped
I'm
into the
25. He's obviously not 25 from 25. If the questions come in, so maybe stop stopping the ball.
You've got to watch
Just
Bruno
fucking hit
Fernandes
it,
hit the
bud.
ball.
Fucking hits it, bro.
The way Bruno hits it is unbelievable.
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes.
Hey, gents.
Hey, what a footballer he is.
Coming back from injury into an under-23s NPL side, but can't get registered until the second window. Should I go to a state league club to play instead? Yep.
So he's just coming into it.
You need
If it's not going to rock the boat for where you're at,
Yeah, bro. I'll just come play
that's
five
tough,
aside.
man. Why can't they sign?
bro?
Nah, because it's closed. The window's closed now.
Till when?
But
Till like 8 games less of the season. So just play state leagues. Yeah, it's really random.
Gavin,
'cause they,
listen
I'm
to
serious.
Gavin. Listen to
They
Gavin.
lock it up with the A League.
yeah, but Gav.
Gavin knows best.
Gavin knows. I have no idea. Would you buy a van and set it up as a podcast van to travel to away games or interstate NPL games? Do pods decked out of a van with guests? I wouldn't do interstate because someone would have to pay me for that.
Imagine us 4 on the road.
I would do it on the road, but to do that and just have like people you don't know coming in and chatting, that's scary, man.
It's too it's too far. The distance
a
of
lot
Australia
of
is way
Who
too
would
far.
wanna get in a van with
that's
me?
a lot of
To
work,
be fair,
bro.
in Europe it would work, not here.
I would rather go to the games and chat to people than have to sit in a van
Hard out.
and,
We'd need to
and,
bring
like, not
Dean-
see the game and shit.
Dean, the psychologist, would need to come with us. Otherwise,
Have you
we'd-
called him?
After 3 days, we'd be.
Have you called him?
I
have
Have you called your psychologist?
I have called him, yes.
Put some respect on Adelaide. Considering our population, we produce the most talent. We have the best junior system in the country. Just look how many from here play first team football.
Agreed.
You also have the easiest, not the easiest, I lie. You have the best structure because of the size. You have one main academy for your best players that go into Adelaide United.
But I think that's what they're saying. I think that's what they're saying, like...
Put more respect.
Give-
I think we
give
always
some
have spoken
respect
well
for
on
that.
Adelaide.
Yeah, what have we said
Yeah,
bad
what have we
about
said
Adelaide?
bad about Adelaide?
I think it's not a cool city.
Dirty water.
Well known, Adelaide does really well. Like,
Yeah.
incredibly well. It's why the club gets money.
Here is Jake putting some respect on Adelaide.
Yeah. Putting respect on Adelaide. Add the second on the
We
ladder.
just put it on. What's your thoughts on 18 to 20-year-olds playing seniors at VPL and state league level but not being paid or on a contract? Well, first things first. You can't get paid in state
what?
league.
What is that, volunteer work?
I didn't
we
hear the
just go
question 'cause
back?
I'm looking at the what's on the couch.
Yeah.
Big couch strong. Big couch
Can we
strong.
just go back to what I think we were talking about? If you were to have an NPL club, how would you run it?
You weren't here, bro.
Let's do
We
it next
did the-
episode.
Yeah, we did that
Oh,
on the
okay.
whiteboards
Let's do
last
it
week.
next
Oh, well, yeah, it was an
Because
absolute
just on that
banter
question,
song.
if
That's
there's
the
one
only
thing-
clip I'm really upset that
So
we'd
sorry.
lost from that last
Jerome.
episode. For me, that was
Bro.
sorry, the amateur agents question about.
Hey, can we just
Can we-
mention this? Yeah.
Wait,
So
no,
there's
but
a-
let's keep on Jerome's clock here because he's losing patience.
Yeah,
but,
thank you.
But can you at some point just weasel that back in?
Oh, Weasel back in for
Jerome,
sure.
can I just answer that question for that person?
Yeah.
What I would do if I'm a coach and I've decided to pick you in my squad as an 18, 20-year-old in the NPL and I'm coaching, I would put everyone on the same wage.
But also, if you are playing, just to ask your coach, why am I not on a contract? Can I get a contract? Ask the club.
Sorry, if you put...
See what they say.
Can I understand your logic behind putting everyone on the same wage?
At NPL level,
Gav's a communist.
Semi-football,
North Korean football
I'll do
league.
everyone the same. Because
But
then there's
why?
no competition, there's no cockiness. Everyone knows what their wage is. Everyone knows if they play, they don't play. They're on the bench, they're still going to get their money.
Speaking of that, just quickly, did you know Kim Jong-un has banned Tottenham matches from being broadcast in North Korea?
I did see that.
He's
I
an
did
Arsenal
see
fan,
that.
isn't he?
Tottenham, who are captained by Song Heung-min, are never shown
that
on
makes
North
sense.
Korea's version of the match of the day.
Makes a bit more sense.
Makes more
than
sense. No, but
being an Arsenal fan.
they get randomly fixated on things. Like his family's obsessed with American cinema.
Yeah.
That's how they do all their propaganda.
Really?
Yeah, they studied cinema so hard.
Yeah,
And they're
watch Team America.
That's how we do propaganda.
Can I just start? Sorry, on that part. If you are an old veteran player that's played 400 NPL games and you're getting $500, and then an 18-year-old comes to the room who's played 2 games and he's getting $500, are you happy about that?
That's an outrageous thing.
I would say that's now unfair.
Semi-professional
Okay,
football.
then take more off the wage of the club you're going to go to and give it to the kids.
Oh, it's not the fault.
It's only matter. It's only works if he's not playing.
his bluff so quick.
No, for me, like that's how I would run it. Serious.
But as a player, you would want it differently to how you would run it, is the point.
Yes and no, because
Okay, so would
For
you
example-
subsidise what you're potentially going to make at your future club, which we will announce on here, to give it to a new 18-year-old kid so he can make an even amount as you?
if the rule of the club was everyone is on the same wage, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
Do you know
but
where-
would you go to that club or would you go to another club that's going to
Okay,
pay you double?
So from my experiences in the leagues, the best club that I've been at, the way they ran it was if you played or didn't play, you still get your amount of money.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a different. Where
Where a lot of clubs don't do that.
That's not. That's,
yeah,
a different conversation.
point. So can we not divert away from?
So that's
if-
what I'm saying. If I would want to be a player, yeah, where I know in the dressing room everyone is on the same wage because we're a team.
Do you mean
At
wait?
NPL level.
Yeah, but hold on.
I'm talking NPL level
Hold
because
on.
it's semi-professional.
So
Buy into this. This is
why do you want to
hilarious,
move on
Jerome.
so
What's your
badly?
thought?
Where
I
do
didn't
you
say
need to
anything.
go?
Jerome,
Okay,
what's
you're
your
looking
thought?
at me.
Are you with
like
me or
that.
against me?
No, please. Do you understand his point here?
It's so bad that it's good.
Like if you're playing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or right now, yeah.
I think,
Because this
I
is
think what
crazy.
he's trying to say is different to how he's saying it, though, right?
He wants to run a
So
communist
let's
club.
just go with a blank number here, right? let's say
That's
you're
what
on,
it is. Gav
Are
wants
you
a
trying to
communist
say?
NPL club.
Are you trying to say the structure of the contract is everyone's on the same?
Yes.
So everyone gets paid even if they don't play. You're not saying if you're on $500 somewhere and this kid's on nothing that I'll give him $250, and then we'll both be on $250, so we're paid the same.
If everyone is on 250. Is that what you're saying?
So you're actually a proponent, like everybody, regardless of their impact, regardless of how they get the same number for their wage.
I'm going to keep it real with you, Gav.
Yeah, that glove's
You were not doing that.
Hold on.
You're not doing that.
Hold on. I'll keep it real with Gav. Right. For someone that is older now, what's your goal in football? To make money.
Not really.
You've won
Right
the league.
now.
You've won the league.
Right now, to enjoy
You've won the league. You're not going to be a professional player unless, no disrespect, but
No,
you
true.
know.
I know.
So it's to make money and enjoy football.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
Right now, enjoy and probably keep fit and
but also make
as
money.
of this year, try and get promoted.
Okay, but let me just say, with all the stuff going on in your life, you would not play at a club that is paying an 18-year-old with no experience. You wouldn't play there. I know you.
I would.
Yeah, you wouldn't dip into your own pocket to equal it out between.
But Gav, you're not getting if you get paid the same, you
Did
do
anyone
know you're not getting $800,000 a week.
No one at home is
But
believing
that's what I'm
this.
saying. What is the average medium that you would be happy with?
But what is yours?
Me, if everyone was at everyone,
I know what
on
you
the
say.
same $500.
You say
So,
$500.
okay, so they're not going to give a 16-year-old kid that hasn't had a kick but's in the senior squad $500.
Okay,
Are you going to play
but
this
then-
week or the next 10 games?
but then he
No.
shouldn't be
But
selected.
we'll still make sure you get $5,000.
But then he shouldn't be selected.
Yeah. Okay, but can
have a
we go
team.
back to the question of if they are if
This is the best.
South St Albans pays you offers you $500 because their philosophy is everyone gets paid the same, or Bentley City offers you $1,500. Which club do you go to?
Really think
don't
about
know.
what you're going
I
to
don't
say.
know.
No, Gavin.
What do you mean you
Gavin,
don't
really
know,
think about
bro?
what you're going to say here, bro.
No, I'm saying if I'm the director, I'm not saying I'm the player.
But the point. Richard, the point's still the same.
He's a
Because
politician,
What
this
you're,
guy.
what you're enforcing as a player, you don't respect. So how do you?
I do.
No, you
do.
don't. Okay, so would you turn down 1,100 to go play for 500 just because everyone's on the same?
I'm saying.
No, Gavin. No, we're not in the Senate, bro.
If the whole
World.
league and
Whole
every
league now.
team
Now it's the whole league.
ran like this, I reckon
moved
it
to
would be
Sydney.
good.
I'm listening.
I'm talking
The
about
whole league
NPL.
get
I'm
the
talking about.
same money.
I'm listening.
I'm talking about NPL.
Yeah.
And
Some
then the
guy
club.
scored 48
The
and
club-
played every minute, and he's got the same as a 17-year-old kid who's played 2
Third
minutes.
choice keeper.
The club can judge what they want to give, but I think in the dressing room it would be healthier.
Gavin, would you take 1,100 from Bentley City, or would you go
Bentley
take-
City.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that, but I like it.
It's like when I said Dandy on United.
That's where I got the inspiration. Yeah.
I think it would be healthier for the dressing room.
So wait, you would want, for example, Football Victoria
Jerome
to
Farting.
mandate a ceiling on the prices that they can pay, and
Hey, cuz.
The mandate, the floor and the ceiling, and it's one number.
What? Wait, hold on. What
Because,
job?
I'll tell you
what
why,
is a job where
because-
everyone gets paid the same?
So that's what I was gonna say before. Nobody would ever do a job like that. Like if my manager and me work for the same company and we get the same wage, why the heck am I?
Hold on.
That's
Stop.
different.
What?
That's
I'm
different.
so sorry, Gav. I have to cut in here. Timestamp. Didn't you fire your own boss?
One of them, yeah.
how's that possible?
So I don't know. I
yeah.
had to ask you about that. But
No, we
anyway.
can't go into that.
No, we're not going to go into that.
He really looked down in a lot of pain and a lot of like, something really happened there.
Holy shit. Marco's going to fire me. You know what, Gav? If you believe it, you know what they
It's a
say.
mic,
If
it's a
you
mic.
like it, I love it.
Gav, I never thought I would say you could be in politics, but after not answering a question that I've clearly asked you twice and Rashid stated to you,
Fuck this
I
shit.
think
What
I
is the
actually,
question, Jake?
bro. I
Would
actually
you
think
take-
it would be
Hold on.
healthier
Gavin,
in terms of this. Like, for
Jerome,
example,
in the mic.
as a coach, or as a player, if you know you deserve to play, but a coach hasn't selected you, you would happily sit on the bench and respect your teammate because you're getting that. But if like NPL contracts are played,
But what if you're banging in 10 goals and you're the reason why you're on top of the league?
Can I?
then you're playing for the team. You're a team player.
NPL
but
players are
But see,
egomaniacs.
here I feel like you're vouching for the loser, and I'm saying that in the most respectful way. The player that knows I'm gonna make no impact, I'm gonna know at least I'm definitely getting paid. But it's like the guy
Which is the question.
The guy that's putting his body on the line as centre back, the guy that's putting his freaking head in the box against the keeper.
But
whatnot.
then
Can you ask him directly between the eyes one more time?
okay, but then what happens is the
Stepping
man that is
bad.
banging in the goals gets comfortable because he's
What
always
about the man
same.
that's banging everyone's wife?
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Okay, this
Right?
has lost the plot.
But then the man that's not getting games.
Sorry, you know when he wants to end the pod?
This is no longer amateur agents.
Shit
He
like
starts,
that.
he starts sabotaging. You need that Virginia Black though.
Sorry, Gav. Sorry, Gav.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it just evens out the playing field.
All right.
All right, we're moving on. I'm making an executive decision.
We're gonna get back to that.
We'll get back to that in
The
Patreon.
communist NPL club is the best. That's the best ever.
Oh, mate, that's a skit. That's a skit.
Skit. I'm snippeting that. You don't need a skit.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
bang-
happened.
Good.
Does the youngest on the bench have to run the line, fill the water bottles? Or obviously not at NPL level, but actually, nah.
So at the club right now, the man running the line actually works, and none of the players are doing it. That's disrespectful. Or what?
What do you mean?
Maybe
Nah,
should
I
have
think
a
it's
say.
subjective to where you are. Some people, you might have helpers. If there's no helpers, then yeah, it's probably going to be the youngest.
Brother, my coach was the ref for half of the games in Metro. It depends
Take
where
him
you-
down. Take him down. I won't foul him.
It depends where you play.
Surely that's a.
No, you're through. It got to the point.
That's another skit. That's like surely that's a conflict of interest.
It's hit the ref.
No, but it got to the point where he was trying to be so fair that he was actually going against us.
I feel like
that's
in
a-
juniors
that
that's so
happens.
common though. Juniors that's so common.
Like,
Dad's a
no,
ref.
Jerome, not a pen. I'm like, he's just fucking two-footed me, hacked me
In the face.
in the face, and you're saying it's not a pen because you want to be fair.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, but
I feel like in junior football that's so common.
How many
And
stop?
then Jerome argues with the ref, and he doesn't get
sent
played. He doesn't get played the next week. Doesn't make the starting 11.
Tony,
Still gets
you
a
know I was your
500
best player. How many stop and stand stills from the coach are acceptable before I boot the ball at his head? Now, let me just say something.
The what?
He
The what?
asked this last week in a different way.
Yeah. Oh, is it the same one?
Yeah. So we'll answer it, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's a great one.
Yeah,
because
it's a
how
really
many
good
times
one.
as a teammate, and let's be honest, we've all spoken shit about our coaches.
Not me.
But how many times have you just walked in the change rooms and just looked at your teammate and go, man, can he just let it run? Like, let the game flow. Let the just the training happen. He always needs to put in his 2 fucking cents.
Yeah, it's almost like he's the coach.
I think that's a piss take one. That's a piss take one. So I don't think that's.
Didn't we ask her that? We asked that last
Jake,
week.
it's
Yeah.
the same dude. Trust.
Yeah, well, my view, if you're going to do that, coach has to say it before the drill. Guys, just like this is
Yeah.
going to be this is going to be one of them drills. You're going to hate me, but this is what we're going to do. If he keeps doing it and he doesn't announce it on the 5th one, just give him the ball and say, "You play, brother," and walk off.
That's
And
such
what-
a Jake move.
And then what? At what point do you boot the ball into his head?
Yeah, and that's another thing.
That's
If he-
actually the question. That's the question.
So
That's the
if he
question.
keeps,
Go,
I think
Gaffer. Hey, you play, man.
if he keeps repeating the same thing, and he's trying to correct you on the same thing, then it gets to the point. where you're like,
Sometimes
man,
I also feel coaches do the stop and stand still, and then get there and make up something on the spot.
undies.
I'm like, they have not seen that.
They're just winging their job.
Like,
too.
not much has happened. You've just made a solution and made it a problem to coach.
What about if they say stop and stand still, and then they try to do something, and someone's still moving, and they stuff it up?
I
What they're
love
trying to demonstrate.
The rage.
Yeah, no,
Jimmy, get fucking back.
no. I
Stop.
my favorite one-liner is it's really corny. That's not what to do. Now, here's what to do.
Yeah.
You know when you fuck something up?
Then they go to pass it. Yeah, they fucking can't kick it.
Now, don't do it like that. How can I sign or trial for a first team in NPL or State League 1 and 2 when they don't hold trials?
Well, they kind of do, but I feel like it's more phone around at that point.
Yeah, this is kind of like, when security guards tell you got to be a regular to get in. You're like,
What's that?
I try every week. How do I become a regular if you never let me in?
Yeah. Now.
I'll back your instinctive answer.
I knew you were going to. Now. Just going through the back door.
That was more tame than what I presumed was coming. So well done, Jerome.
Nah, seriously, the best way is to probably get in touch with
Network, no?
Yeah, someone on the
100%
coaching
network.
staff
That's what
or
I was
another
gonna
player.
LinkedIn?
NPL's a network game, bro. Wherever you know someone, just reach out,
Tumblr.
man. It's a bit of grind work until you get to a point where you've played with enough people and you can just pick up the phone and they'll be like, "Come down."
Yeah,
It is a bit of a
Then-
closed world.
it is.
Yeah,
that way.
but it is an
a little bit-
open underworld and world when you're
Closed world, open market.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
sorry, closed world, black market. I'm joking, obviously.
We're starting to lose it.
Yeah.
Lads, trust. Watch my nuts.
What?
All right, I'll watch them. Cuz 100% A-League is the best league in the world. Probably.
Some of these.
Why is Gavin's head so big? And it's like so... I don't think it's that big. I actually think it's quite small.
He's got small features too.
Norm-
You know who
normal head
was a
size.
really good looking old guy? Carl.
Yeah, Carl.
I've never met him, and I was like, mate, fair play.
Are
Gav,
they talking about ego or his actual head?
No, his head size.
It's definitely not ego. He's not.
Yeah, I was
he's
gonna
not
say,
egomaniac at all.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He wants to start a communist NPL?
Well,
That goes exactly against ego.
yeah.
yeah, but he's
Rashid,
the leader of
Rashid,
communism is
Rashid.
ego.
Hey, ask him a question now. Go quick.
If you were to get an offer for St Albans South
Yeah.
for $500, and then Bentley City offered you 1,000, would you go to St Albans South?
I would. If the project was right.
The project.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, he calls it a project. It's peak communism.
Waleed Ali.
The communist project.
I didn't think you were lying, Gav, but you just lied, bro.
What's better to play in State 1 reserves or under 18 NPL 2?
I feel like every amateur agency is a variation of this question.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Like, people really want you to be the agent.
Honestly, probably
one
where
seniors-
you're going to play the most, huh?
Yeah. That's a good answer, Joe.
Where you gonna play? Where you think you'll play the most minutes? I would say. Where you gonna have fun?
Where you'll be able to,
If
based
you're
off
playing
merit,
if you're
play
under
enough
18,
minutes.
you're still
Yeah.
young. Or you're 17 then.
Yeah, like
I'm
just
going-
where you gonna enjoy it.
Sorry, Jakey.
Go.
I'm going into Community A this season. I don't know what that means. We don't have that here, but it must be like, I don't know, State 1. I don't know, State League. I don't know. Playing with one of my best mates, but if I'm being honest, he isn't at the level and he isn't fit enough.
He's lagging on his best mate.
The club is keeping him due to loyalty because they don't want to cause dramas. Do I just tell my mate to give up? What if he wants to keep going?
What the heck is this?
What the hell's going on in the community leagues, bro?
It ain't much of a community.
It's like sniping boys.
Yeah.
They need Gavin.
Well, I've got a club for you.
Bentley City.
Gavin,
Oh.
Bentley City.
Bentley's
No matter what, you'll get paid.
Find him on Instagram.
Yeah, nice.
Find him on Instagram.
And
Bentley.
he'll get the same money as you, Gav.
Yep.
Wonder who our coach would be.
First
I
of
think
all,
Bentley City is actually a team. Oh no, it's East Bentley.
I
Sorry,
wouldn't necessarily tell my best mate to give up.
Well, he's going to find out now.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he listens, but
Imagine that. Like Rash talking about Jake and just telling him he's fucking horrendous through a thing.
on a podcast.
And now it's Bone Cop. And then now they're
And
going
it's like, you know it's him because
Like,
it's coming from a community.
we're
And then-
almost
and then-
about to ruin a fucking friendship.
it's almost like Jake wrote this question about one of his teammates.
And then so no, I would never do that. But then someone comes into my lounge and whilst I'm watching his shit, he's just like,
I feel like even your best mate growing up, right? Even though he's your best mate, you'd never tell him he's shit.
Yeah, because you had Anthony Carter and Thomas Sally. They were fucking ballers.
I feel like if you're best mates, you tell him, bro, hey, you're not good enough, man. True.
I don't know why. Why is it even necessary?
I don't know if it's necessary.
Talk about their level.
Wait, if he's
At Community A.
What's Community
I don't know, but I feel like it
That's the
can't
thing.
be profound
In a
enough
made-up
to
league.
Can't be profound enough to kind of give him the speech.
like
give
surely
him the
the
tap
mate
on the shoulder.
Surely the mate isn't that much better.
Yeah. That's what
say
I'm
he's fucking
If you're
shit.
playing at the same level, how am I going to tell you you're trash?
I would like to see the person saying this question juggle the ball 10 times.
He says, to be fair to him,
if you could
So
juggle it 10
rude.
times,
To be fair to him,
I bet they can't juggle it 10
we're
times.
losing a subscriber. To be fair,
Sorry.
he says that
It was bad.
he says that I don't play community. Fuck that.
Jirog's just unsubscribes.
That's what I'm saying. You're just unsubscribed.
He's the host and he's unsubscribed.
Am I even subscribed? I don't even know if I'm fucking subscribed.
Oh, shit.
Look, to be fair to him, he did say the club is keeping him due to the loyalty because they don't want to cause dramas. So judging by that, you know someone high up at the club that wants to get rid of him but said, nah, he's been here for years.
he's on his
Are
500.
you trying to protect your mate here or are you trying to stab
Yeah,
him?
that's crazy.
Cloak and dagger, man.
I
Nah,
don't condone
just
this, brother.
Just keep playing. Just play with yourself.
Just
focus
juggle the
on
ball
yourself.
10 times.
Pause.
Hold on. I get migraines like Rash said he had. What helped Rash to heal, slow down, or stop his migraines?
Oh, man. You know what? I have such a good answer for you, but because I'm not a doctor, I cannot prescribe medication to you. I'm very, very sorry.
Also, it wasn't.
I take medication, nightly medication, every night. And I have done.
Does this tie into the can't sleep?
Nah. Yeah, I've taken. Go to a neurologist and see if there's any medication that you can take to help them. I don't want to get myself.
What does your
in trouble.
medication rhyme with?
It's blood pressure medication, actually. So it's
Banax?
no. It's blood pressure medication, and like I'm not joking. I used to get migraines. Jake saw it firsthand. I used to get migraines probably once a week.
Were they cluster? Is that what they're called?
No. Exercise induced.
Oh, shit.
Once
Fuck
a
that.
week, once every 2 weeks,
I used
maybe.
to stand and stare like 2 foot from the bed and just stare at him whilst he was like,
Like vomiting and
I
shit.
used to just
like,
stand there
You
like,
didn't want to help?
yeah,
what are you gonna do?
Pass me the bucket, Jake.
What are you doing?
Jake, pass me the bucket. And
Yeah,
he's just like,
Which bucket?
But it was more like the way it would come on. Like it was really
Yeah.
quick and weird.
but since taking it, I have been, I would go 5-6 years at a time without getting them.
Nice.
Did that ever make
changed
you
my
wanna
life,
stop
bro?
the game? Like
Hey?
just that constant every week, every 2 weeks, having that level of
Bro,
experience. Did it make you want to stop playing?
Yeah, it did, yeah, man. It was bad, really
My
bad.
tits made me want to stop playing.
I feel like anyone
made me stop.
I feel like anyone that gets migraines understands how frustrating it is when someone calls a headache a migraine.
Yeah, they're so different.
Because
well, yeah, the migraine feels like
terrible, bro.
it's going to end everything, right?
yeah.
Really?
Can Jerome do a eating challenge? Cheating challenge. Eating challenge. Yes, I'll do that. How was...
Should we do a mukbang
Yeah, we can do a mukbang.
What's that?
What's that?
where we just like we pod but we eat?
I got one that we
Yeah,
answered
that's
last
what I
week.
want to do.
Because then you just talk about what you're eating.
2 more questions, boys. I want to buy an NPL club and do a real life road to glory. How would you go about it? Now, we answered this last week, but we lost the ep. So, Gav, how would you buy an NPL club?
What do you mean
Oh,
by
this
how
is
would I buy it?
dangerous.
What do you mean by how would I buy it?
Take over.
Yeah, so how would
Like,
you
do I need to
a
try and
hostile
find the
take-
money?
On horseback.
No. Like, if you've got the money,
I've got the money.
all right, you got the money, right? You're playing all the players the same. You got the money.
Yeah, I would. I
Yep.
actually would.
Yeah, right.
That's how
Everyone's
I'd do
on-
it.
Yep, slave labor. Now, how would you buy a club seriously? Like, if you had the money to buy an NPL, say I've got like 20 mil, and I'm like, you know what? I want to buy Bentley City.
Yeah.
Right? How would you go about it seriously?
He's dressed
probably
like
have the-
someone that scammed someone for 20 million.
This ties into the communist club.
Now, seriously, Gav, jokes aside, because you probably know better than all of us. How would you buy an NPL club?
Like what would I do within the club to
No,
make it?
no.
How would you
How
actually
would
get to
you
the
how
point
would
of
you
Own
sit?
it first.
Purchase it.
How do you purchase it?
I don't know what you mean by the question.
Well,
Like, I
that's-
already have
Yeah,
the
what
money.
do you mean? You go make an offer to the...
So what's
the owner.
What do you mean,
Current
bro?
owner.
I can't put this any other
what's
way.
the next phase to get the club in your hands? Right? You haven't
Like, you
spoke
know
to anyone
how-
yet, you just know you've got enough money to get
I
it.
don't get the question though, bro.
Okay,
I
hold
swear
on.
to God.
Okay, all right.
Like I've got the money, but you're telling
you
me
want
how
it in
do I buy
Mandarin?
it?
So you know how to run everyone's wages, but you can't.
So how much do you pay for it? Who do you speak to?
Do you want it? Man?
and like from that point of view, all right, just start with that. How much are you going to pay for it, and who's the person you've got to pay, and how do you have that discussion?
It's too many numbers in my head to work
Okay,
out
stop,
right
stop,
now.
stop.
Okay,
stop,
well, that's
stop,
your-
stop. I'll rephrase
Please,
this.
please,
Right.
yeah.
And now, this is not
Like,
real.
I'm not trying to make the club successful.
Hold on.
You're just trying to get ownership first.
Gavin, say tomorrow, I win the lottery and I win 20 mil, 30 mil, 40 mil, whatever it is. And I say, you know what? I want to buy South Melbourne.
Yeah.
No, Bentley City.
Yeah. No, I'm using a real club.
sorry,
so
okay,
Okay, so South Melbourne.
South
yeah.
Melbourne, right?
I want to buy it.
I want to buy it. Like, I want to own it.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with where I want to finish on the table, all of that. I have the money. I can afford it. I want to buy it.
Bro, I don't know. I'll talk to the fucking current owner.
Okay, that's a start.
All right,
Wait
that's a
me out.
start. That's
Yeah,
a start.
okay.
Ask him how much it's worth.
how much would you say you're willing to buy Bentley City for, if they're in like NPL 3?
Gav, what is...
Like, the wages are crazy.
What's Avondale worth? Do you know?
That's what I mean. Like,
Well, like ownership's worth fucking a lot.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I was
Like,
gonna say,
what-
like, is 10 million
But
enough to have Avondale?
this is part of this
that's
is
what I
part of the
mean.
beauty
Like,
of this
it's
question.
obviously-
Is like,
it's
is an
obviously-
NPL club worth like? Is that a $5 million purchase? Like,
don't
is
know.
it profit? Like, do you know what I mean?
Well,
Do any of us know?
How much?
so
was-
what's victory worth?
Yeah, that's what I
Wasn't
was
there the
saying.
20 million thing we had on the pod once?
Was 100? Was it 100 million?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I think also the issue is every NPL club is going to be very different, like vastly different. South Melbourne's going to be very different.
Dandy
And
Thunder.
is it like a 5-year deal?
Thunder.
Is it a 10 years?
Bro, when you own it, you own it.
when you only
you know
own it,
what I
there's
mean?
no, like, you don't own it for 2 years, then give it back. Like, it's...
But that's what I mean. Am I, you know?
5 years, the ownership's up.
Yeah.
give it back now?
Contracts run out. All right, guys, I'll see you later.
All right. So we don't know. We don't know.
I'm not dropping any more than on a club. Bro,
honestly-
I'm not dropping more than
No,
You're not making...
300 grand.
This is what we said last week. You get to the NPL, and then you're done.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So
What
is
do you
that the
mean?
dream?
yeah,
So cool.
yeah.
What do
I'm
you
not.
mean, though?
Yeah,
So you're going to drop a couple mil to play in that
300 grand
until
max.
the gates are open, man. If it's promotion relegation.
You're not... 300 grand, you might not be able to buy a state 3 team.
Wait, bro. Imagine there's promotion relegation, and like they're kind of framing it. Obviously the historical clubs, the ethnic clubs go in, bro. Honestly, man, you have a chance.
That'll be
with
sick.
the model. Like
that'd
it
be
comes back
sick.
to England. You make Salford, and you're like League 2, Wrexham.
Look at Wrexham, yeah. Wrexham is a club you buy. Down in the dumps, you can move up like 5 levels. Like, now I reckon,
They're low key. They're like they're top 6 or something.
in 5 years, Wrexham will
Are
be
they
having
League 1 or League 2?
They're League 1.
Yes, they're not far off championship, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
Can we get an update? So, doesn't matter, but yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Wrexham.
Let's just say every player is on $1,000 a game, 18 players over 26 games, which there is in the NPL. That's 468,000 per year.
Yeah.
Right? So you need a minimum of 500,000 to pay the wages of
With
the
sponsors,
players.
though, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that gives you a rough estimate on 1 year. You'd probably need to put down 2 million.
It's hard, yeah. Look, it could be, I don't know.
Because that's
What about this? Can we,
500,000 wages just
can-
for the year.
Can the English media interview the Greek guy that just bought Bentley City from his conquering ownership
I
business?
hate when you fucking put me on the spot.
Come on.
Are you? Yeah,
That's
Come on.
code. That's code for he loves.
No,
me.
I
That's
don't,
the-
bro.
Come
I
on, bro.
don't. You see how I make
Why
my...
am I? But just
Why
You're good at
English?
interviewing.
Why is the English guy?
You're good at interviewing, and it's funnier.
I'm putting my foot down. I love you, Rash, but I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry, bro.
Oh, he's taking a note
It's
from your
only
book.
the most viral videos that we have, but all good.
I'm actually taking a note from his book as well. Oh.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, fair enough.
That
You don't have to do things you don't want to do.
So can we do the
But
can we do Gavin's communist coach?
Oh, can we interview? Yeah, can I interview the? Should we be using the word communist?
To be fair, like I said, the snippet in itself is great. We don't need to act. He genuinely wants to pay all this. Like
Yeah,
it's not an acting.
I just kind of want to dig into his philosophy of like scenarios and see how.
I got one more question for you.
Go.
We didn't. We did answer it
Amateur?
last.
Is it AA?
Yeah, it's AA. We did answer it last week, but Gavin's here now.
Can we ask ChatGPT what they would do in that situation
With what?
with the
Buying an NPL.
buying an NPL team?
They'd probably say, "I do not have all the information right now," and then I'd abuse it like I always do.
But even ChatGPT will say, "What's NPL?"
Yeah. Well,
National Premier League, right?
Imagine if it knows what NPL is.
It does.
Or National
Does
Premier
everything.
League Victoria.
Okay, I know what question's
last
coming.
question. Gav, who is a professional footballer that you think you could take in a UFC fight?
Around the whole world?
Yeah. Who you want to fight as well, not just who you can take, like who you think you can smoke and be like, haha. God, you don't have any hate in your heart.
I don't know.
Who pisses you off?
I don't know why, but the first person that came to mind was Frank Ribery.
What?
Okay, Frank Ribery might be one of the few people that would eat your head off.
Like he might pull out a knife from his like shorts and like
he
play for
would be
keeps, bro.
fun.
Frank Ribery will be the
Frank?
literal person that goes, "I want to know how I got these scars."
Yeah. He's a bit of he's got a bit of fire
He's
to him,
a
huh?
fighter.
He's got 3
I
teeth.
just felt like that's just the first name that came to my head. I don't know
Frank
why.
Ribery. Okay, Jake, who you're
I'm
going
gonna change mine from.
Oh, you're changing it.
Well,
What was your last one?
Because now you didn't say the difference between the question of when the episode that
I
didn't record
forgot.
was who would you want to fight versus who do you think you'll beat?
Oh, okay.
So who do I think I'll beat?
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of people.
I'm gonna be careful what I said because I was about to do what you did last week. You called out an older persona.
Oh, yeah.
And I was about to do the same
No,
thing.
don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
no,
Hold
let's
on.
not do that. Do you have one off the top of your head?
Yeah, Kai
You go-
Havertz.
You go.
It
Kai
hasn't
Havertz.
changed. So it's Kai Havertz. Again, same body type, same posture.
I'd like to. I love him, but I'd love to be able to sleep Neil Maupay.
Right, that'd be a great fight. Jake would sleep him though.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
You would sleep Neil Maupay, but it would
Just
be
for the
pure
shithousery.
entertainment.
For the shithousery.
Yeah, you'd smoke me Neil Maupay.
But then again, it's Neil Maupay, and you kind of love him.
Nah, you gotta.
But I think that would sell.
Well, how about this, bro? I don't know how I ended up on this question for ChatGPT, but I said, what are the A-League clubs all worth? And it's given me the answer of what the squads are worth for each team.
So what'd you put
That's
down?
not what the clubs are worth.
I know it's not what the club's worth, but this is what it's given me. Are you interested to know or not?
But that
No,
might
not
be the
really.
worth.
No?
Is that not the worth?
Now, the worth is how much revenue you generate.
Yeah, that's got to be.
So based on ticket sales, sponsorships, how many you can bring in, and the potential for that, all that potential plays a big role.
Because
in
like
this kind of
Chelsea's
stuff.
squad is said to be $1 billion, but we're
much more than $1 billion
Yeah, we're worth
if you
more
wanted to
than $1
buy
billion.
the club. So
I
it's all
think
to do
that's
with
a
revenue.
good question for an NPL owner.
well, if they're all on the same wage, they're going to be worth nothing. Who do you want to fight in UFC?
Who did I say? I said Balotelli.
That would be. I'd pay for that.
Yeah, that would be
And
good.
that's pay-per-view.
Beast, I reckon.
And that's pay per view. And free to air.
Tally, I reckon you'd punch him, he wouldn't move.
Yeah, but Rush is a fighter, dude.
I don't think he would
I'm not
move.
going to put anything out there. I know you're a very calm guy, but Rush can fight. He can throw down.
Are
No,
we
he
go-
did-
are
The
we
guy's
gonna-
put on 35 kilos since his A-League career. He also does jiu-jitsu.
No, if boxing, it'd be more interesting. If it's UFC, jitsu's done. That's a different world.
I
bro.
don't want to fight you at all, ever. If you
I don't
ever
wanna
get
fight you either.
if you ever get angry, make it verbal.
Abuse me verbally.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Now you can throw down too. I've seen you box.
Yeah, but that UFC's different, bro.
I know, but like, what's Neil Maupay gonna do?
That's why I've selected him.
Gav, how many people have you hit in the NPL? I feel like there's a few.
Have you punched anyone ever? You know, I've never punched anyone in their face. Seriously,
We've had this
That's a good
conversation.
thing.
yeah, I know. I'm
But how many have you hit?
Not many. Not
You
many.
punch people in game.
No, not in the game.
No,
But
just the
training and
coaches.
stuff.
Training, yeah.
You punch people in.
Wait,
training.
your
Training, you went on
teammates?
it.
Your teammates?
Yeah, I was defending the youngster, man. I was
and he's
defending
creating
the
a club
that's
of
right.
evenness.
The
This is the
18-year-old.
Kieran Dyer situation, but in Australia.
How is he paying everyone the same?
Wait,
but
he
hitting
punched
blokes
an
in his own
18-year-old?
session?
Sorry. I was protecting the 18-year-old that just wanted his $500.
Was this
The
NPL?
guy- Yeah. The guy that was getting money that he didn't deserve.
Fuck. See, it would take a lot to send Gav over the edge, I think. Like, to get him to punch his teammate.
I've seen him angry, though. It does happen.
I've never
a
seen
team
Gav
player.
angry. I've seen Gav annoyed. I've never seen Gav angry.
Nah, it's very hard to get me angry.
Well, look at you, man.
I don't know if it is.
I mean,
bro.
just coming
Got
from
off
a
the plane
yoga
in
retreat.
Bali.
How are you going to get angry, bro?
Exactly. I'm zen.
No,
He's
on the
literally
football field, he can turn quick, man. You saw
Yeah.
the tackle he made just because some guy didn't get given a red or something, so he went and got one himself.
That's
what I mean.
Straight away.
I'm very
That is pretty easy to wind up, bro.
I'm Willie. I'm a team
You're
player.
Willie.
I'm all about the team.
Okay.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm trying to think how I am. Oh, God, I'm horrible.
Kai Havertz.
Yeah,
Can I
Kai
just say you said on the last one?
I said it again today. You just didn't hear me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
brilliant.
I did hear
Same
you.
build.
I did hear you.
Okay,
But
Same
I
build.
was looking at Jake like, you're going to laugh?
Same build that had me in stitches last time.
Yeah, same build.
I fell off my chair.
Like in height,
That's
would you be?
hilarious.
Yeah, me and Kai, yeah.
Well-known, unknown thing. Jerome is tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so many people are
So
surprised
tall
by
that it's everyone's first comment is, I can't believe how big he is.
You know what? You know why? It's because tall guys normally aren't silly.
what? You
Yeah,
reckon?
yeah, yeah.
I reckon
don't-
I
don't
reckon
think
no.
tall guys are
It's the
silly
fact
in general.
that we
interesting.
slouch in the couch,
Yeah.
and you're way taller than me, but we sit at the same height.
Yeah, we do. You're actually higher than me right now.
Yeah, which is
Not in that
But
way,
then
guys.
same with like small people, right?
What?
Like you ever meet someone that in person are really small, but on photos look tall?
Bro, you know who I met that I thought you're short? You know John Bernard Kairos?
Yeah.
You know him?
You do. You remember that during COVID, the guy that would go say all the
Yeah,
numbers
I
in
know-
New
I know
South
who it is,
Wales the
yeah.
day before.
he's small.
Yeah, dude, we had him on my old pod, and I was like, bro, you're short. But like, he comes across as like quite tallish at least.
He's
but
stocky.
like, yeah, he's stocky. But yeah, I'm pretty tall.
Too tall for some girls.
Remember that? Remember that?
Hey, can I just say,
Remember that?
we
Forgotten
talked
that.
about ADHD today, right?
Remember that?
Isn't it? I don't know if it's because it's a Sunday night or what.
I'm
But
vibing.
is our heads not just like, bro? He just said about some COVID guy, and you're still in the middle of the conversation. I'm thinking, remember the days like you'd wake up and you'd wait for that guy to tell you what the numbers were on COVID,
Bro, it's
and my head was just going off on that.
Interstellar, not Interstellar.
fever dream.
What's that movie? Tenet. Everything's connected, bro. Now, last thing I will say is shout out to everyone because every night at Drake, people were coming up saying they love the pod.
All 4 nights.
All 4 nights.
Jerome went.
First of all, a girl fainted in front of me and I helped save her life.
No, and he just ignored it. He was like, Drake's performing.
Nah,
Shut up. Yeah.
seriously, this is what happened.
Really?
Before he came out, she
What
just
was it?
fainted. Like, I don't know.
Really?
Probably just the
Yeah, she
heat.
just went like that.
Shit.
I was like, what the fuck? Dead weight is heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm weak as fuck. I'm trying to pick her up. I get her like halfway up, and then security helps. They all come out and thank me. And then one guy goes, hey, come here. He goes, I fucking love your shit, bro. And I said, oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
So you couldn't lift her up yourself?
Halfway.
That's all Rash got out of this.
Me.
I love it.
That's crazy. I
heavy.
wonder what she fainted from. Have you ever fainted in your life?
Nah, a lot of people in mosh pits, it's because of dehydration and exhaustion.
Dehydration, yeah, like the lights,
A lot of
maybe.
alcohol, no water.
Yeah. But she didn't seem drunk. Like, she just seemed normal. And then out of nowhere, she just went,
But that was the security guard
what?
that said that to you.
Security? Yeah, like 50-year-old.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
And then shout out to the boy. Man, I felt bad. During the performance, these boys wanted a photo. And I said, yeah, no problems. But the guy, the younger brother, the flash wouldn't work on the phone. So we were posing for 2 minutes. Like,
It's coming.
all good, boys. This is mid-performance as well. Shout out them. Shout out those boys. Shout out the guy that said, hey, brother, when we're done in this mosh pit, I need to get a photo with you. So he said, meet me back here. So I said, okay, done.
Were you in the mosh pit 4 times?
Nah, 3.
Oh,
Oh, God
were you
forbid.
were you exhausted on the fifth day of all
I'm
this?
tired, bro. I'm tired.
You're still tired now?
I'm pretty
It's been a
tired.
big week for you. It was your week, huh? Remember we said, he goes,
This is my week.
This is my week to have fun, guys.
Yeah, I never have fun. I actually never have fun because I'm such a pessimist.
And we were laughing. I don't know, we haven't exposed this discussion, but we were laughing that Jerome shut down his calendar from like 2 p.m. every day, despite the concert being at 8 and gates opening at 7. And I went one night and I said, bro, I just left home 7:30, got there by the concert.
When Jake said,
Hold
and he's
on.
like,
Boys,
bro, I reckon
my
we could
calendar
go.
is flood.
I reckon we could go do that at 4 p.m. Jerome, I think you'll still make it. That's what Jake said in the
It's
group.
easy when
Like,
you
I
have
put
a
a bit-
box, Jake.
I'll put it in a bit of mayonnaise. No, but even the early gates is like,
I'm early entry. I got to be there early.
yeah, but like it's not that much longer than before I can
5
go.
p.m. I have to
Hey,
be
can I just ask honestly?
Oh,
honestly.
Wait, 5 p.m. you had to be there for when he came out after 9 p.m.
Yeah, bro.
So, but were you,
Shit.
when you wake up in the morning, right, every day, were you thinking, I can't, like, honestly, were you thinking, I can't put anything in this day? Because, like, I'm
No,
going
I
to
had
break.
shit in the day.
Now I
Like, we were
understand.
gonna do
Now I
one-
understand the psychology a bit more because he's got to get there at 5 and it's a big night, so you probably want to rest and stuff. But the fact that you've got to understand, Drake didn't come on until quarter past 9:30, like pretty much every night.
long-
He's walked
So
through
you
the,
did a 9 to
he's-
5 every day of Drake.
He's walked through the gates.
Yeah, but we were going to
Rashid.
do Culture Corner on Wednesday. Like,
He's
I would've
walked
had
through
to-
the gates at 5 p.m. So he's waited 12 to 13 hours
Oh, it was
across, or 16 hours potentially across 4 days for Drake
It was
to come
long.
out.
It was long.
Him and his brother enjoyed it so much they made a highlight reel and collab posted on it today.
No. To be honest,
Dude, it was a pretty legendary concert, man.
Fuck you, Joe.
I have you back with that. It was pretty cool, man. He's
I've only
like,
been to fucking one concert in my life.
I know, and I know exactly where it is and when.
Yeah.
You've been to Kiss
Yeah.
in Argentina.
Yeah.
that's gangster, bro.
Wow. That's
Kiss in Buenos Aires?
You could never guess that.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Kiss in
random.
Buenos Aires with Big
in
Kev.
the Monumental. Because the tickets are like, I don't know, $12.
What was the best concert you've been to?
Bro, the other day, man, Damien Rice.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's a favorite.
Related to Declan?
Did we go to the
Yeah,
script
I think he
together?
knows him.
We went to the script.
Did we?
Yeah.
The
Where?
fucking
In Argentina?
depressing.
Wow.
What's
yeah.
their main song?
depressing
What's the
guys.
script's main song?
The one where
When your heart breaks, don't break easy.
Yeah.
I don't know that song.
I
But
went there,
Damien
but
Rice,
that's not
phenomenal,
really a
man.
concert.
Is that the best concert you've ever been to?
Bro, I don't really care for concerts.
Okay.
But this was in terms of artistry, incredible. Had no set list, talked a lot. Was like, what do you just want to hear? Oh, all right, I'll play that. Just boom. Just
What
did it.
about you,
Really
Jake?
cool.
Best concert you've ever been to?
Damn, bro, that's caught me off guard. I don't really go to concerts much. I would say,
Maybe best live event.
man, some like festivals.
Festival.
Burning Man.
You've been to Burning Man?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Burning Man's crazy shit.
when
I have-
did you
Actually,
go?
bro, what the fuck? This from crazy people say Burning Man, but Burning Man, bro. That is the most.
barefoot?
See, I've
Bro,
heard
I
those
went there.
things.
I went there 2 years ago.
Do you remember much from it?
Yeah, but bro, it's like you can't like forget it. It's so unique to anything you'll ever experience. So if anyone's tipping on the fence of should I go to that or it's so hard to get there, this or that, fucking do it, bro. In your lifetime, I'm telling you now, do not question it. Like it is a bit loopy and a bit out there, but at the same time, you cannot think of anything else other than where you're at when you're there. But they have the biggest artists in the world that go there. It's one of the biggest festivals in the world, and every artist plays for free. And you're in the middle of the desert. And when I went there, it had torrential rain, which in that part of Nevada, it's had never had rain like that
Hold up.
before.
Gav would love this festival. Everyone got paid the same.
Yep.
Really?
Anyway, Burning Man, 100% cool experience. So that was the most unique thing.
Well, I did actually, to be fair, I did Kanye West. Kanye West was pretty cool.
Oh, I
He come out, everything was dark.
Yeah.
He had the silver marks gone,
Yeah. Fire.
and it was just
I was there, baby. Yeah. And everyone went, wow.
I saw Kanye West in the Gold Coast, and he came out 2 hours late, and there was so many people there. And he goes, "Sorry, y'all, the fucking rain got on my fucking soundboards, man." And then he put that Gold Coast, what was it called? So the Superfest or some shit. Yeah.
That's the funny story about Kanye is I was again waiting in the city for ages for his show. Guess where he was while we were all waiting? Knox Basketball Centre, which is right near my house. And then he got a concussion because he was playing basketball in Knox.
Really?
And then
That
he was
is
late.
not a true story,
Bro,
bro.
yes, it is.
Yeah, bro,
bro.
because he come to the areas because
came-
his partner.
Hold on.
From-
you
from
were at the
Southeast.
stadium. He was supposed to be performing, and he was at Knox
No.
playing basketball.
While we were waiting for the show, like not in the stadium, like just outside or whatever,
Right.
he was at
2
Knox.
2 p.m. shift.
Yeah, literally. He was at Knox playing basketball. And I'm like, I could have just went to Knox Basketball Centre, met the cunt, and I'm waiting here.
What?
Yeah. And he was, and then he got a concussion.
Was this like, was he here on business or was he here like,
Jesus Tour.
oh, okay.
Jesus Tour, 2013.
Because there was do you remember the time when he was just in the Southeast? Like that someone
Recently?
just, like
Oh,
someone
yeah,
just
yeah.
saw Kanye.
It was
yeah.
at A1 Bakery.
Yeah, like shit like
That's
that.
right.
Can we talk about you
What do you mean? What's that mean?
No,
and how you're involved with Kanye?
I'm not involved with Kanye.
Okay.
He's not.
I'm not.
Well, he's not.
No, wallah, you know.
All right, we're blabbing. Ladies and gents.
But that sounds like I'm hiding that I know Kanye. I don't
he
fucking
doesn't.
know
He
Kanye,
doesn't.
bro.
He doesn't.
I just his partner's from Melbourne.
That's it.
And like I shot a shot, bro. Kobe had a shot, man, a couple of years ago. I got a few responses, and then like 10 years later, she's just Kanye's wife. It's crazy.
I genuinely, if I was a girl right now, I would choose Jake over Kanye. Current state, Jake, you got to think.
Student Buddha is on a better trajectory than
Yeah.
Kanye's career right now.
Yeah.
To be
I know
fair,
the money's good, but like, come on.
I have no idea
Current,
about
that way you
Kanye.
said that was hilarious.
But he looked terrible. I saw a photo of him the other day.
Wait, bro, I'm not
He's
gonna
also in his 40s.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Pod fitness is good, man. Today,
Yeah, I could keep going, man.
Yeah, I
but I
need piss
also,
hard.
I'm struggling with getting early nights, and it's
Yeah,
pretty late.
true.
hey, good pod, bros.
Guys,
Can I ask one question?
yeah, sure.
The 4 Drake shows, how much did it cost you individually?
I'm not revealing that.
Ooh,
A lot. Do the math.
do you know the sign he was holding could have got him $50,000 though.
I know.
We got
Because he was
recognised
giving it out
twice.
at the show
So
to like.
what is that? Can
he
you give
paid.
me- I don't know what it is.
Well, put it this way: the time I was there, which you remember, there was a guy there with a sign and it said, "Pay for the lads' Europe trip." He goes, "My guy, I got you and your boys going to Europe." He's like, "Where you gonna go?" He's like, "Oh, Mykonos, Ibiza. Yeah. Oh, I got you, bro." And then like some chick was there and she's like, she had a tech company, and
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
heard
"I'll
of
give you 30,000 for your startup. That's USD."
He did
It's like,
someone's
damn,
gender
bro.
reveal, then gave him 50 grand.
Do you,
60
So
grand
what was
for
the,
a
what was
newly
the
engaged
point,
couple.
Jerome?
Huh?
Like, what is tres letras?
Tres letras?
3 letters. OVO.
if you had
OVO.
a crop top on,
What's OBO mean?
No, I would never have a crop top on. Don't do that.
no.
Don't
If
do
you
that.
had a crop top on,
There's 2
and
questions.
you're a
But it's-
25-year-old
is it a different
woman,
meaning?
Hold on.
Sorry,
He's
guys.
saying if I had a crop top on, don't do that to me.
No, if you did
Okay.
long blonde hair or whatever,
Yeah.
and you had the 3 letras sign up,
Yeah.
do you reckon you would have got the 50K?
He
I-
picked
do you reckon
boys
that's
out,
how
didn't
he
What's the
navigates it?
50K tied in?
I'll explain.
Just
So,
Is that how he's navigating a
so
little bit?
I thought that at the start, but then he gave some random Greek kid 30 grand, him and his mates to go to Greece. So I was like,
Yeah.
I got a chance. Now,
Yeah, when I was there, he did the same.
the signs weren't for the money because I realized on the second night, before I'd already made it, that he was starting to give out money. Because on the first night, no one had signs.
So how does he give them out? What?
So what happened was, because they were banning signs on the first night, and I'm like, you're not banning mine. So I folded mine up and put it in my pocket because it wouldn't detect. My sign means three letras, tres letras, OVO. You following me?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
It's his
Okay,
brand.
it's his label.
overall brand.
Now, there's a Mexican artist, Chino Pacas, who has a song called Tres Letras, which is basically an ode to the label. So on the first 2 nights, we got the recognition. He came up, threw the 3 up at us, whatever, and I was like, oh man, night 4, we're getting the money. We didn't, but basically what he'll do is he'll pick something out in the crowd, grab it, and then one of his crew members will go up and
shit.
get their details.
Bro, I would have
Oh,
loved if you had got it, man.
my God.
You would have like deserved it. I think you deserved it, bro.
Now, we said, with me and my friends and my brother and stuff, I said, look, we'll all split it. But if one of us gets it, wishful thinking. But nevertheless, it was fun. I don't regret it. I don't regret spending the money. Fantastic show. Knew a lot of people that said that they didn't want to go. They went and they're like, fuck, why didn't I go again? But yeah, great success. And I'm always, you know how I am, Rash. I'm a pessimist, man. I just wanted to enjoy my week. You know?
Why did you say that part?
No, because I was...
No, I could see. Yeah,
What
I
would
don't
be-
know.
like I said to Jake, it's like, it's my week as like, you know.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like, Jerome, if you got 50K, what would you have done with it?
He would
Ooh.
never have spoken to us again. Pod over. 50K. Pod done.
He just goes first block.
It's been fun, boys.
Social media team block.
I'm the type of guy to win $5,000 and think I'm set up for life. That's the type of guy I am. I was talking to my friend. I was like, "Hey, bro, John."
Spend it in 4 days.
I said,
mine going to Thailand?
The best 4 days
Buy
of
a
his
few
life.
OVO tops.
yeah. I said to my mate John, I was like,
Another concert.
I said, bro, I go, if we win $20,000, that's like 7.5-ish each. We're split 3 ways.
We're rich.
I'm like, cuz I'm done. And he goes, well, you're not, but like,
You're done till May. You're done till May.
yeah, I'm like, you're done till
That's my
May.
year done.
But like, seriously, if I had gotten money, what I would have done was I would have taken a little bit aside to put towards a holiday, because traveling's my favourite thing. And then the rest of it, I would have gone slow and steady with something that would just, no risk. I wouldn't have done anything risky with it. I would have gone slow and steady, whether I buy something.
Yeah, so no women. They're risky.
Nah.
Slow and steady Bitcoin.
I have
Not even, bro.
another one.
Yeah.
And this, I don't. Now we're just potting for
Go
the
rogue,
podcast.
bro. Go rogue, brother.
I'm a podcaster.
You get the chance to see Chelsea in the Champions League final,
I've been asked this question, yeah.
or Drake, but like the greatest seats in Toronto. Right?
This is not even a question.
Which one are you picking?
This is not even a question.
But
Chelsea
does it-
Champions League every day.
Yeah.
So Champions League final.
Bro, no. I've
Yeah.
seen Drake in the best seats possible.
I know it sounds like a no-brainer to me,
Yeah.
but also you went 4 times, so it sounds like
Yeah.
you're
Like,
in love with it.
I am.
question.
But I've seen that. Like, I had the best. I don't think anyone had better.
All right, Chelsea.
That's pretty good, though.
Chelsea in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Or
Hold on, win it and be there?
yes.
Yeah.
Or
Australia FIFA
Nat
World
Geo
Cup.
call you and say, "Hey, Jerome, we want you to go on a travel and food cuisine documentary across Southeast Asia."
Ooh.
Oh, that's so easy, bro.
Ooh.
It's so easy. It's-
Orchestrated
it's-
by the Bourdain family.
Oh, now you just added that in. Bourdain's one of my
I had to
idols.
save you.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving you Bourdain vibes. I'm giving you Bourdain vibes.
Nah, bro, 100% Chelsea Champions League. There's not much that can beat that.
What
You
about
would choose to not set up your career.
Bro, I'd put some of my family members on the line for that.
what is like the
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, like there's some cousins that I forgot their name. Like,
what is the amount of money
yeah.
that you would reject in replacement for
Chelsea Champions League win
Yeah.
and I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh man, it'd have to
like
be
seriously, like 200 grand, you would turn it down?
Enough to buy an NPL club?
nah. It'd have to be. It'd have to be over 500 grand. Has to be over 500.
Wow.
Bro, what an
Honestly,
experience.
you're offered 400K.
generations.
You're offered 400K, you'd turn that down. See Champions League final win.
Do you know what the
Chelsea.
thing is?
That's like, is that a dumb move?
It is.
But like in his defense, he'll be happy.
Well, but
No, I actually wouldn't. Once the emotions die off about like 4 days later,
I would be
Bro, this is a
calling
great
him and saying,
question.
"Don't do what you're thinking of doing."
Bro, this is a great question, right? You know why? Because let's just put it this way: if we're all to die in a year,
That's exactly right.
right?
Thank you,
Yeah,
Dad.
yeah,
Are
yeah. I
you
did hear
taking the
that.
money
Thank
or are
you,
you
Gav.
taking the experience?
The Chuckle Brothers here aren't listening.
Yeah.
I had our
this-
group chat,
right?
knowing he's about to turn down 400K. Sorry, Gab. Go on.
No, Gav's right.
But like, I feel the same, right? If I was to get offered 400,000, but knowing I'm gonna die
Yeah,
with a time length,
what does the 400K do?
yeah, the experience
but
is
if-
better than the money.
If you're a millionaire, yeah.
of course.
But
Can
if
I
you're
ask
not,
you something though? What do you guys love the most in your life?
Let's put it
Ooh,
this
that's a
way.
big
Let's put it this
learning.
way. Then okay, let's put it
Learning?
this way.
No, but like
Let's put it
But
this
like
way.
a thing.
a thing, like
Not
whether
a
it's
concept.
like a thing.
Let's put it this way. Rash, you've got
Like a hobby?
100,000
Hold
and
on,
you've got a
hold on.
month to live. What are we doing?
No, but that's different. That's different.
You mean like a hobby?
Like a hobby or like a club or a person or something tangible.
My dog.
Take people out of it? Can I take people out of
If
it?
you want, you can do whatever you want, I guess.
Like,
what are you so passionate about that it's
I'll give
sends
you
you to
a
tears?
dumbish example. Because this will probably never happen in my lifetime. But if someone told me Iraq wins the World Cup
Yeah.
or we give you $2 million, I'm picking Iraq wins the World Cup.
Well, like,
Like it's not even a tough question. It
yeah, but
sounds so
like, it's
stupid.
also a dangerous thing to take the $2 million and not win the World Cup, isn't it?
Explain.
Well, is it like they win the World Cup either way?
No.
No.
So
It's like,
if
one
you
of the-
don't,
oh, yeah.
oh, then you're gonna probably be killed.
Why?
No, but no one knows this. It's just
Oh, I know what you're trying to get at, you little cheeky bugger.
Well, I'm just saying.
No,
Like,
no one knows.
what's he talking about?
Well, I'm saying like
Well,
he's
if the government
chosen money.
finds out-
He's chosen money over what could change the whole country's trajectory.
Yeah.
I see.
Let's keep
I
it-
see.
Like,
Like he's in control
just
of
the
it all.
fun
Sorry, man.
hypothetical
I'm going
aspect.
deep, man. I'm ready to pod, bro.
Yeah, but what would the police...
everyone.
I'm thinking, bro. That's a political. Like you kind of you don't have a choice.
Especially
Do
Iraq.
you want your
They're
team to win the
gonna
World
get
Cup
you.
or do you want $2 million?
All right, Gav, I'll give you one.
Yeah.
Right? You love River more than Arsenal.
You love
question.
River more than life, huh?
Tough question.
You love River.
But I do love Arsenal.
But do you love River?
I do.
Okay, if I was to say to you right now, I'll give you 200,000, or you get to watch River versus Boca in the final of the Libertadores at Monumental and River win.
From whatever
already seen
seat
it,
you
though.
want to be in.
Yeah, you've already seen it. Yeah,
Already
you've already
seen
seen
He'll
it.
get the 200,000 and divvy it out.
my dream though,
I'm
my
not giving
dream,
anything,
my
unfortunately.
dream,
Yeah.
and I still haven't done it, would be to go to the Emirates,
Okay.
which I've never done before.
By the way, beautiful stadium.
It is a beautiful stadium.
It's a beautiful stadium.
It's
I would
actually
love
quite
to do that.
It's quite beautiful what he was saying before about the club setup, but I just don't believe he would
He's
do
a
it.
yogi.
Oh, you guys are
He's
still going
become a
on
yogi.
that.
Hey,
No, because
but
I said if you take the 200,000, divvy it out.
I got one for you, Jake.
All right.
You love United.
It's being tested every day. though.
Okay, it's been tested.
I'm going through like we would never divorce, but it's also at the point of like I have to like tune in and explore other interests to not hurt myself.
150 grand or be at United winning the Champions League game. You're there. Come on, man. You can make 150 in your sleep.
I can spend it in my sleep. Well, given the nature of the last 10 years, being there
Yep. Okay.
would be if we were winning them like Chelsea had won in since 2000,
Yeah.
or Man U's won one. We've won two.
Okay, so what is the price of Chelsea if you're able to experience when they won it in 2010 Champions League
2012.
2012? What is the price for you to be there?
Bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. For
What's your
example,
number?
Me, right?
What's your number?
Me to be
Bro.
at.
What's your number,
Wait,
bro?
Jerome,
Be
for me
real,
to
bro.
be at when Thierry Henry won the league,
Right,
Invincibles.
I guarantee you, real life, you like 25 bags, you wouldn't go.
$200. Nah, look, because of what that day, like the Drogba and just everything that happened, and I would say, yeah, maybe a little bit less than 500. Maybe I'll take
It's
that
like
back.
me if I was to be at the World Cup final.
500,000.
1,000.
The World Cup final, the one that just went by. that price tag's high.
I'm pretty funny because I've got
That-
contradict. If I said that
that's
seven,
That's an experience
That's-
that money can't buy.
that one. That's a
What?
big
Sorry, I
one.
missed that, Gav.
The Argentina World
What is
Cup
the
final.
price
That's a big
of
one.
the 2022 World Cup final to be there?
That's big.
Tens of millions, bro.
well,
That's
Tens of millions, bro.
Because to answer your question,
The average person can't go.
before, because I actually don't think there's many things that I care about
yeah, that's why I'm
in a fanatical way like that.
yeah.
Yeah, even
I
even
really
like
don't
even
care.
then, bro. Like I love Man U. I would always take the money.
You wouldn't, yeah, but it'd have to be over $150,000.
Like you know why though? Is because I don't live in Manchester. So I'm not going to Old Trafford every week. I don't have
Yeah, it
that.
almost seems silly, right?
I have that connection because of my mum's family.
It's like
And I
me with the
love
River
watching
question.
him. But at the end of the day, I've never woken up with the opportunity outside of when I've been there to like know that Old Trafford's a part of my week. So I take the money.
Okay. But it'd have to be over 150.
You know what? An exercise that I did at one time for a very realistic reason. Imagine, right? and this starts to get a bit of a boring pod, but imagine tomorrow, right? You just got 100 million put into your account. actually think about how strange your life would be.
I'd have no friends.
Now,
Bro, everything's
No,
meaningless at that point.
That's what I mean.
Everything's
That's what I
meaningless.
mean. It's like all of a sudden, everything you're working towards
Everything has meaning.
is in some ways
A little bit.
unnecessary.
It's crazy when you think of it like that.
Yeah.
You know what? It's because almost anything that like you could buy now.
But then-
it sounds so
but then-
stupid. But,
but
it's like,
then-
I want to have dinner at Nobu every single day
Can
for
I-
a year.
Yeah, but
Can
then,
I-
hey, where does it go to how
What a
rich
fart.
do you need to be on the same level of everyone else, right? Because I was thinking about
What
this
do you
the
mean?
other day. I saw this, right? Jerome, come on. That's an uncut version. I really need it.
I'm so glad I took the headphones off.
We're going to be...
Shout out to the Buddha's still here, man. And the Buddha's still here now. Are
This
the
is
real
not a real
ones.
If
The Buddha's still here now. Are the real ones.
If any Buddha is still listening, someone needs to...
I literally just said to him, he goes, I need to fart. I go, do it on pod. And he stands up.
Someone needs to
And he
remix.
pants to his shit, bro.
Can someone remix that fart?
Can someone do a remix of Jerome talking about shitting?
Wait. Can that become the intro to amateur agents?
Oh my
Final
god,
clean.
Jerome, can you do that?
Hey, just picture someone who's walking their dog right now with their headphones on. They don't see it coming. And then all of a sudden it's like,
Oh my god! Shout out to the audio listeners that just went through that. Shout out to the audio. It's much funny if you watch that part. I'm telling you.
And it wasn't fake either.
No, that was
Is there?
that was real gas.
You know what's,
I can
you know what's
taste
so
it.
funny about this? He's so ashamed of himself right now.
Are you really?
Anyone that now...
You're as cool as a
anyone
cucumber over there.
that
The shit
now
I do
says-
for this fucking pod, man.
literally.
says- yeah. Literally.
Hey, who was the guy that made the shit mixtape with you?
The shit mixtape.
Yeah, wasn't there someone that put
Oh,
the together?
yeah, I think his name's is it Harry from Western United?
Harry at Western United, bro. If you can do something on that.
But sorry, just to your point, right? Because someone also asked me this question.
Right.
Someone asked me this question, and they said, if you got $100 million tomorrow, would you still coach?
Oh,
My answer was, I was like, yeah, I would, bro. Because then, if every pursuit is just like a money thing,
yeah.
then you've got nothing.
Oh,
like,
but-
no
But
substance.
but
bro.
also, you'd be
That's-
coaching out of the Santiago Bernabeu in the southeast, like a 60,000 seat stadium for no reason. Talk kid.
I always think
Bentley
about
City, the big stadium in Bentley City.
What's a round sound
Everyone's
widescreen?
on 500.
Come in, 8-year-olds,
Every
14
kid,
people in the crowd.
every
Come on,
kid's on the same.
VO
He's
filming.
had to get council permits because he's blocking
then-
the sun.
go Gav.
But how crazy is it when it comes to money, right? Like Nor said he'll eat at Nobu every day, right? But if I wanted to, he's got 100 million, I've got $100. I can still go to Nobu and eat. So can he. Like the difference in money is not actually that different, you know? Like he could fly private
For basic things you're talking
Yes. No, he could fly private every second week.
Yeah.
If I want to experience that, I still can. Maybe not as frequent,
I fucking can't.
but I still can. You know what I mean? So it's crazy when you weigh up money in that way. How rich do you need to be rich, right? Because
Well, there's wealth in
for
this.
example,
Well, it helps if you're single.
When I was in Bali, I was sitting in a sauna, right? And the guy next to me lived in Dubai, owned, 10 apartments here in Melbourne. But I was sitting in the same sauna as him, doing the same thing.
yeah,
And
but
then
the
next
difference
to
is,
me-
Gav, the difference is, right, you go back to your 4-star villa, he goes back to his private penthouse.
But he also probably
But
owns the sauna.
Okay,
Yeah.
but then we will
He owns
still,
you.
bro. But then we will still go
paid-
and
you
eat at the
paid
same
entrance.
restaurant.
Yeah,
And
I
our
see what Gav's
experience
saying.
is the same.
I see what
Is it
Gav's
though?
saying.
So, like-
but I think the thing that is removed is the stress of
Yeah, you-
or
but he would-
everything
he-
that you have in
But
life.
is he more stressed than me?
Perhaps, but
But a
in
different type of
theory,
stress.
the stress of money goes away.
Yeah, we're talking about winning 100 mil.
What Warren Buffett? Yeah, true. Can I ask what
There's a big
would everyone's first purchase be if you got 100 mil? I want to start with Nor.
Oh, wait, can we
My
lower it a
first
bit? 100 mil is a
purchase.
bit fucking exaggerated.
$1 million.
That's what.
If I want $1 million
Enough money
bucks.
to buy what you want.
Me,
$1 million.
No,
Okay,
let's do it
100
like
mil.
this: $1 million, and you die in a year.
What the hell?
I don't want to die.
Because then
I like
it's better.
that one.
It's better because then you've got time limit.
No, there's a
Honestly,
great-
if it's $1 million and I'm dying in a year,
What do you do for the year?
what I want to do is feel happy. And the only thing I can feel happy in at
That's a-
that point
that
is
to
give-
me seems like a game, a terrible game that I wouldn't want to be a part of.
I don't want to play that.
what
But
the,
what
that's
do you
the
do
thing.
though?
so
what do you
it
do
would, be,
in
it
that
would
year?
actually be giving that money to people that I love.
Yeah,
If I know I'm dying in a year, 'cause it's like, oh, well, I get the Tesla Cybertruck and then what?
Yeah, I don't really love that meme. Yeah.
okay. So what would you do?
What would I do with $1 million?
Hooks and cocaine.
I'd invested in Bitcoin and just give my account to
Yeah,
fam.
that's smart.
I would not give shit to shit.
Me neither.
Oh, like it,
$1
like
million worth of Drake concert tickets.
first of all,
Followed the
there
Trump.
was actually a girl at the Melbourne show. She was from Sweden. She had seen Drake 25 times. And that when people say, "Oh, Jerome, you're a fanatic," I'm like, "Yeah, I am." But there's people out there that take it to new heights. But $1 million, I'd first of all, I would. How much money would we need so we could? All we have to do on Suited and Booted is just rock up for the pods.
I reckon about
What, for a year?
Say 3 years.
500,000.
Nah, not
way
even.
less.
Like, honestly, because you're doing it one day a week, editing time, all that kind of stuff. 150,000, 50,000 a year, pay somebody.
I reckon I'd do that. So literally all we do is have fun. Like we just come in and talk shit. I don't edit. We don't run the social media, nothing. We just come in, talk shit, have fun, and that's it.
You don't edit it anyway.
You don't run
Yeah.
the social media
I don't do it anyway. But yeah. For the guys that do the poor fucking things.
for free. They're doing it for free.
Yeah,
Cool.
The engine room, man.
Everyone gets
Yeah.
paid zero at Gavin's
Poor fucking
podcast.
things.
Yeah.
And then with the rest, I'd travel, bro. Everyone's like, what's
It's
the
an
meaning to
experience,
life? People overcomplicate it.
How
Personally.
crazy, bro, how crazy is this, right? I always get in these thoughts, right? Is we live here,
And I'd pay
but
you.
we want to travel. So we want to get away from where we are.
Not necessarily get away. It's experience other things, and then that almost says like, you know what? I've either got it amazing at home, or fuck, this would be mad if we had that. Like, it's just.
But that can't be the meaning of life because for
See-
most
see-
of human history, you couldn't travel.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's
Like, you
right.
couldn't go to other
If you're
countries
trying to
and
find the
stuff,
actual
like-
meaning of life, it's something that everyone in all of humanity should have been able
Yeah,
to
but fuck,
experience.
like I'm saying, respectfully, fuck everyone. Like my meaning is
Respectfully.
See, I'm the same as Jerome. I would travel too. But like for me, I would probably just go and try and find the best beaches in the world. But how funny is that what I
Nah, bro.
like, bro.
Stop, bro. Second one's
What's
crazy.
that? What's that, brother?
That's got
Anderson
tail on
rash
it.
direction.
That's got tail on it, bro.
What's that?
That's gonna honk.
Hey.
No, it won't.
That one was a little bit wet, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't want this to become a thing, bro.
Did he take his lactose?
He's gonna do it while you've got freaking guests on.
Yeah, imagine that.
Sorry.
crying about.
Sorry.
James Johnson's over there. He's like,
Isn't it?
This is ritual.
Isn't it funny? After the first part, he had so much hesitation. The second one, he's just done
didn't even
unannounced,
ask.
and he's opened the gateway
He
to
didn't need
hell.
anyone
while
to gym
everyone's
up
going,
for it.
no.
Well, everyone's going. Well, the meaning
Hey,
to
man.
life.
If you're here now, bro, we love you, man.
Yeah, guys, by
Please
the
give
way,
us that
you're at
like
3
comment.
hours.
What are we?
Yes.
All right, yeah, Carlos. That's it. That's it.
Shit,
That's it.
man. What's
That's
the
it.
meaning of life? What's the meaning of
And he
life?
Fuck the editing team's life for 3 hours.
Hey, shout out everyone, bro.
Shout out everyone, man. Honestly, I'm being serious. I think the announcement of the new pod might just be me farting twice.
Amateur agents.
Amateur agent. No, but like you know how we say like, oh, new pod out. It might just be me farting twice. I genuinely think that'll do well. I think that'll do well. Now, whether to collab post it or not is a different story.
Collab it with Pino.
Because there's a few girls that like I like.
Can we actually try collab with Pino?
Fuck Pino Clean. How's that sound?
Yeah, if there's anyone out there with a cleaning business and wants to sponsor us because like I need new wipes, that's a link.
Guys, if you want to hear more insightful, informative football takes and life philosophy, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that 5 stars.
If you want to hear more farts,
If you want to hear more farts, tap in.
All the booters.
Smell, bro.
All the
like,
booters.
comment, and subscribe.
See, that didn't smell.
I know nothing.
It's all meds. You know, that's what my dad says all the time. He always farts and he goes, "It's the medication." And I'm like, what the fuck?
My dad always goes, "Oh, the square's a bit squeaky." The chair.
Bro, what did we even talk about in this pod?
bro.
Tokyo.
This started with Japan World Cup.
This podcast has been going for a week, man.
It really has.
I feel like we spoke about the Japanese construct.
Should we try to do the world record longest pod ever?
Bro, it's like 24 hours.
But we'd get cancelled at the end of day one.
By hour 8.
Imagine that. Imagine we actually got a view, like a full view.
Nah, bro.
Oh, I've got one brewing.
Brew it up your stomach, man.
Let's wrap.
All right, guys, we were actually due a pod like this, I think, because we just had so many guests on, and we haven't really been able to kick it. I sort of fuck with the Sunday night vibes. I can't lie.
Like it, bro.
We need food.
Yeah, we
babe.
needed food.
Oh, I don't.
Everyone eats bar Jerome.
Fuck this. You know what? Life's short. I'm going to Macca's after this. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Love everyone at home. Thanks, Nor. What else?
Pull my finger.
I'll see you at the NPL games, bro. Wallah.
Oh my god.
I've actually